Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master today. Today, we are continuing on with our ongoing campaign playing Paizo Publishing's very cool Pathfinder 2nd Edition, set in Bruce Hurd's classic, Principalities of Glantri setting. And with me today are the stars of the Glantri campaign. First up is Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Juan Juliano de Belcadiz, a elf swashbuckling type, and hopefully he has to start making con checks for insulting the help eating dinner yesterday.
And next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen. I'm playing Angus MacLeod. He's a wizard with a big bastard sword.
Nice. And next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I am playing Valeria Vaduva, herbalist, necromancer, and aspiring alchemist.
Awesome. And last but not least is Andrew.
Hello, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Albrecht von Gaulstein, a noble with an agenda trying to find his own path.
Yes. So, where that path has led us is actually outside of the city of Glantri, too. Last session, we saw our heroes go on or our students, I should say, I can't presume you're heroes, set out for a field trip. So, guys, what happened last session? There's a shiny new hero point in it for whoever can give us a summary.
Albrecht got a note.
I got it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a note from the family. It had the family crest on it anyway. Giving me a name of a region nearby, and God's help me, I forget the name off the top of my head.
West Heath.
West Heath. Warning me not to go alone, because it's dangerous. Yes. As the group talked, we went and tried to get some information out of my uncle, which went about as well as we could have predicted. Failing that, we ventured off on our. Oh no, that's not true. He dropped something, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was some crumpled paper referring to a sycamore. Rotting at its roots, and so we did a little bit of research, did a little bit of shopping, and now find ourselves in West Heath, in the home of the local lord and his lady. Turns out the lady is who had actually reached out to my family to solve a little problem they have of the woods dying, I believe. And crops failing?
There are brutal pranks being played.
Pranks, yes,
Pranks,
right.
pranks,
Probably
pranks.
gremlins.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we suspect, or she suspected the gremlins. I forget how we.
I think she suspected the gremlins. This was one of the region is one of those bad magic points, or near one of the bad magic points that we had talked about last session. One of the places where the weave of magic just kind of twists and brings this region close to the first world, where the creatures of the Fae where they inhabit, the immortal magical creatures there. The two the two people that you met here, the Prince of West Heath was Egan Dunwoody, and his wife was someone originally from your homeland, Albrecht, who is named Margaret Dunwoody.
Right. And she may or may not have some suspicions about the caliber and qualifications of our group, based on her utter unawareness that Albrecht is not exactly the most forthcoming, or I guess he's not really in with the family and the family business, so he's just kind of flying by the seat of his pants here.
Mm-hmm. So, let's pick up the session with you guys relaxing in the lounge or in the study afterwards. You guys have had dinner with Margaret and her husband, and she has. I think she had asked you last time to try and keep it from him as to what you were doing, because she didn't want him going off on to try and deal with it himself and getting himself killed. So assuming that you guys that you honored those wishes, then dinner was a fairly not boring, but a fairly awkward affair where Egan was trying to figure out why the hell you were out here. And I think you guys had used what was the cover that you guys gave? Was it that you were looking for flora?
I think so. I think it was like we're basically a school assignment. I think is kind of how we were.
Okay. Yeah. So then you guys, he's still quite flabbergasted. Like, Thistle, you're coming to look at Thistle? Really? 4 of you, all the way out here for Thistle?
A lot of Thistle. A lot of Thistle.
He shakes his hand. He says, I don't know what they teach at that school now.
Would you be surprised at the varieties of thistle that exist? It's quite a lot.
Thistle, and he
45 different species in this area alone.
Pours himself another scotch and then digs into that. So he leaves you guys at the end of the evening to have some time to chat in the study yourselves, and then I think the expectation is that tomorrow you will head out to the old sycamore. So let's pick up in that scene. What is the thought here? I think what you successfully identified Angus because of his background and where he's from. His people have legends of the Fae that go back generations and whatever, and you were able to identify these things as gremlins. Just you don't know what kind of gremlin it might be. So what else is happening then? So you guys all sit down. Albrecht, you seem to be the one who's been press ganged by your family into this. What are you thinking?
None too happy about this. I'm probably at some corner of the table, kind of just eating or drinking at whatever point of the dinner we're at, and just like kind of glaring with a kind of a dark, kind of just bitter expression, brooding essentially.
Excuse me, my goodness. Okay. Well, we'll pick up after. Well, like when you guys have some privacy to talk in the study. Margaret's gone to bed. The servants have gone to bed. You've been instructed where your bed is or your bedrooms. You're doubling up because Westheat's not a huge place. At least the manor is not a huge place. So what are you guys thinking? What's the plan here?
So do we just go to the tree and stab them? Underneath it?
Well, if they are gremlins, they're really hard to stab because they're fast and you need special weapons. But,
it would have been handy if they could have just put that in the notes before we came here, but...
I'm trying to rack my brain.
Go alone and bring cold steel, cold iron.
I don't... Let's see. I can't remember what... I think we're on... Angus, I was listening to the tail end of the session before, and I thought that someone got a nat 20 on their nature check before, but I don't see... Angus got one on survival.
Albrecht, your family needs to work on their communication skills.
You're telling me.
I think it's common knowledge that cold iron is is effective against the Fae in general.
Do we know if they're susceptible to poison?
Don't know one way or the other.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I have.
You could always ask Regis to see if he has anything.
Well, I have lesser centipede poison. It's one of the things I took early on that I could probably apply to somebody's weapon. Just don't cut yourself with it.
What do gremlins eat?
I don't know. Flowers. This is basically you stab them and they get poisoned. That sounds like a good idea for you guys?
I like the idea of poisoning them.
I'm not going to be in melee because I have no strength in dex.
Would you be remiss saying this if you didn't get some hacking?
I think he's talking to you, Angus.
Angus.
I would definitely be very comfortable if we got into a dust up with the gremlins.
All right.
That's kind of my zone.
Okay.
Well, then let's hope this doesn't work. Sorry, Valeria.
What? Poison?
Yes, I don't want to deprive Angus of all of his fun.
Well, it'll make it hurting them easier.
I'm fair.
Well, assuming that they even react to it, they are creatures of the Fae.
Well, we won't know until we hit them with it.
All right. Well, let's try. What kind of food should we? We still haven't established that.
Oh no!
Eat.
You apply it to your weapon, and then you. Hit them.
Oh, okay. Well, then we get a lot of.
So the best of both worlds, yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right, let's try it.
So, unless there's anything else, guys, I recall that the West Heath itself there's the big, tower and fortified kind of building. It's not a keep by any means, but it's a single fortified structure that is the prince's home. There's a small community that's built around it, and then off in the rolling foothills, there is, within the visible distance of the town itself, there is the freestanding sycamore. Long, twist, the limbs that stretch out in each direction, almost and it's the only tree on that hill as well. So it really stands out against the skyline. Unless there's anything else that you want to have happen in the evening, we can skip forward to the next morning with all of you guys getting yourselves ready, and you can figure out what how you want to approach the old sycamore.
yeah. Let's take a look at this spell, since we know it might be Fae we're going up against.
Oh yeah, spells. Yeah, let me try it. Let me look at that.
My spell page looks
dinner.
Yeah, the spells, they made some changes to the character sheet, so your spells
they?
are going to be out.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. It's...
Interesting. Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
My
That's nicer than the what it was.
Yeah, I like this better too.
I wonder if the dragon drop's not functional just yet. I don't think. Let's see. It's supposed to be. Well, I mean, it's next month that it's supposed to be working.
yeah,
Oh.
I still have to add a bunch of mine.
They even put in how to prep something. Nice.
Yeah. What do I do with my?
Oops, sorry guys.
Let's see here. I'm gonna check and see if.
Oh, here's my spell book. I might do. They're Fae, so they probably aren't susceptible to charm spells. I take it.
The dragon drop isn't functional yet.
So.
Oh, that's cool. You can turn the sections on and off.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat. Wow, nifty.
I might do. I have a feeling sleep isn't going to work on Fae. Let's probably not do that one.
I'm going with negative energy, magic missile, and strength sapping stuff. True strike. Nah, I'm gonna put true strike in there. In case I really need to hit something.
I'm going to take.
Nah.
I can't seem to add.
You can't add?
That's
I was trying to add some of the spells to the character sheet.
Oh. Let's see here.
From the PDF, but it's not. I can't actually manipulate some of the text boxes, like duration, for example.
Did you turn it? Hold on here. You're looking at fear right now?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here.
I might have to turn the attack on. I don't know.
Let's see here.
Also, something we can deal with offline.
Oh, it's yeah. If you just click on it and then start typing, he says your duration is currently faff.
It was okay. It was not.
We had this
allowing me to do that before. Okay.
That's weird. I think we've had an issue with that with another character sheet earlier this week too. I don't know what. Or last weekend it was Zweihander. Zweihander, we had an issue with that too, where one player just for whatever reason couldn't add stuff in. I like the toggle of having attacks on and off and damage on and off too. This is way more user friendly. Very cool. Yeah, nice job. Well done, Roll20.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, I'll take a. So instead, I'm gonna do. What's the other one? I'm gonna go. don't think we're gonna fall anywhere, but I'll put feather fall instead of my.
This is the first time we had all you guys prepping your spells. I love it.
Yeah.
I did it silently before, but I figure team effort now.
Yeah, probably no. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Other problems that I probably wouldn't have. Give it a telepathic demand.
I've prepped Grim Tendrils, which is my line negative energy zapper, magic missile, Raven Feeblement, and True Strike. So.
Nice.
And then a bunch of cantrips. So.
How do you remove spells from your spell book? Or for the spell list?
I think you go to the bottom. There's an option to toggle modify, and then it should give you an option to move stuff around or to have a little trash can, and that the trash can is what gets rid of it. But you normally need to toggle the modify. That's on all the other Roll20 sheets. I don't know if this is the same.
Yeah, what I've done with my spell list is I put like a blank line that says unprepared below, and then I just put the ones I prepared above it and the ones below it. So.
Okay.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I should probably do something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Then you can just pick them up and move them.
Yeah, if you go to the very bottom, there's a little on the bottom right of the list. There's a little like lock, little like.
Oh, the lock thing.
Yeah, you click on that thing, and then what it'll do is it'll allow you to move stuff around, and then also allow you to delete stuff.
Okay, I'll just move them down to the bottom then. And just assume that everything in the top.
And I think isn't there a.
Why is it? That's weird.
One daily uses. Oh, you can put in the daily uses for how many you prepared.
Oh.
You see,
yeah, I think I did that, didn't I?
So, like, if you prepared 2 uses of, say, magic missile, you could put 2 of 2, and then when you use one, you just take it down by 1, and it should track to how many spell slots you've got per day too.
Okay, Featherfall.
That's neat because that wasn't. Well, I can't remember if that was in before.
No, it wasn't. Yeah,
It wasn't,
daily
okay.
uses wasn't there before.
Nice. Nice.
I'll see if I can find that.
Now, if we only can get to the whoever's doing the coding behind the AD&D sheet, we can get them to put stat rolls in them.
Oh, they don't have that. That's weird.
Well, you can make a macro if you want.
Yeah, I guess I just prefer someone to do it for me.
Yeah. Daily. Oh, there's daily uses. I got that. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So this.
Okay.
So wait, I'm still a little confused on how Pathfinder works. Do you just have spell slots and then you can just cast the spells you have prepared, or do you have to actually prepare it several times?
Yeah, you have to prepare. It's more old school than 5th edition in that sense. Like
Gotcha.
you have to, if you want to cast Magic Missile twice, you memorize it twice, just like in.
Yeah, for wizards and clerics and druids, sorcerers they get their whole list and
then they can cast.
And bards.
I kind of
well then in that case,
like I like the way it works in 5e and in Pathfinder or Starfinder, where you have spells and you draw from there. But like I that's part of the fun and the challenge of this is being stuck with, okay, so how the fuck am I going to use this spell? Let me try and figure out a way to do it. That is,
all right.
although the spells are less abusive in this than they are in old school games, so it's. The reward part of it is a little better in the old school games.
So cantrips have daily uses as well?
No.
No, that's just because it's the same
format.
Yeah.
Formatting.
Okay.
You just have a set amount of that you can prepare per day. I think it's 5, maybe.
Unless you do some weird shenanigans with familiars and...
Yeah. Yeah, and feats and
I
whatnot.
wrote 6 for some reason. I don't know why I did that.
It could be because you're familiar.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, because you got your familiar as well. Awesome.
All right, I'm ready.
Excellent. So you guys have we've seen you guys sitting around the study, or in your various rooms, the montage of you guys making preparations. Actually, which gives us an excellent opportunity to talk about one thing that we have not explored yet, and that is, what do your spell books look like? Because spell books are very much as much a part of your character's, way of interacting with the arcane world as much as the manifestation of your spells are. So what are your spell books? Like, what do we see as you're looking through these? Are these elaborate, fancy tomes? Are they very prosaic things? Are there careful lettering in it? Is there lots of crammed notes in every corner of every page? Do you have other stuff stuffed in there, or is everything neatly arranged?
Well, for Valeria, hers is like a old black leather kind of cover with green inlays along it and some gold around the edges. It's kind of fancy, but when you open it up, there's like neat lettering, like for the basic spell formations, and then off to the side, she's got like scribbles on the side. That's somewhat neat. but some little ink blotches and where she scribbled something out. And then if you flip towards the back, she's actually redrawn everything nice and neat, so she has another place to look off. And she even has notes on spell components and alchemical reagents that might help with the spell.
Love it.
Make it better.
Love it. What do the rest of you guys? What do your spell books look like?
So I had this idea that like Juan Juliano, I don't know if he let me to do this. He's got like a show spell book that doesn't have much in there, like the kind that totally has like a watermark.
Yeah.
And maybe he copies it down, but then he's got one he probably kept since he was a kid, just because that's what that's where like he put his useful notes and marginalia and everything that are like off to the side. But like, there's definitely the one where he's got the Patrick Bateman kind of thing going on, where he's got the one he shows off to like, look at the vellum I have in this paper. And
yeah.
And then there's the other one that he actually uses.
Sure. Yeah. No. That's fine by me.
Okay. Yeah. And that one, and the one he shows off is like all like very slim and like ergonomical and like that. But the other one's just kind of like a book. Frankly, it's kind of just a boring, really used and dog-eared and like
Love it. Okay. Yeah. What about Albrecht and Angus? What do your spell books look like?
Well, I think Angus it's basically like a journal that he bought somewhere. Basically, it's not, because he doesn't come from a tradition of or a family of spell users, so he didn't have any real guidance in making his spell book. So what he's got is basically like a kind of simple journal type thing that has, it's not technically in code. His handwriting is just really bad, and so it's pretty much impossible for anybody else to read information in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what he's got.
Okay. And how about Albrecht?
I'm thinking red leather bound book.
I thought you do a vocal exercise there. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, in pretty good condition, but it is as soon as you like open it, you can tell that it is old. It's got the family's crest emblazoned on the front. The penmanship is the product of years and years and years of forced practice. So it's quite clear and neat and clean. It's actually quite meticulous. Albrecht, his journal betrays that he, for as reckless and nonchalant as he tries to be in personality, his book betrays a very ordered mind and a very kind of almost OCD attention to detail.
Love it. Awesome. Okay. So then, guys, with your spells prepared, with your spell books safely stored or stowed away in your stuff, we pick up with you guys heading out from Westheath towards the old sycamore. Now, have you picked up is there any supplies or anything that you wanted to pick up before you headed out there, or are you guys good with what you've got right now?
Well, I don't know about supplies, but I've got some alchemical reagents I can hand out to people.
Okay.
Is anybody interested in poisoned blades or some healing potions? The ones I gave you the other day aren't functional anymore, so I have to re-up them.
Oh, yeah. Angus probably needs them more than anybody.
Okay.
If he's going to be directly in combat, that is probably a good idea.
Yes.
Okay. Juan and Albrecht, I want to hand you each one lesser bottle of lightning, so you can throw at things and make them flat.
Ooh, I like that.
Then I'll give each of you 3 lesser elixirs of life, or one each. And then I can offer to poison your blades if you like. It'll hold until you hit something with it.
I will take you up on that for sure.
Yes, that will be much obliged.
Okay. What is the duration of the poison? Oh, there you go. Never mind. You got it. Thanks.
Yeah. It lasts until you hit something with it.
Okay, and then they make the save, and then it's gone. Okay, got it.
What's the lightning you said?
Oh yeah, I'll click that. I should have all the descriptions in here.
Okay, perfect.
Boom. And then the lesser.
Thanks.
There you go.
Awesome.
Alchemist.
That's great. John, thanks for putting all that stuff in there too. That's much appreciated. It makes for a faster game, so thank you.
Yep.
Cool.
And I can't really throw those bottles because I have a 10 dex, so
Oh, I don't think I got that.
Same team.
I'm the battery.
All right. So, as you approach the old sycamore, guys, when you're at a distance of about, let's say, maybe 100 yards or so, you can tell that the land around it is beginning to get unusual. So the hill that you're making your way up, as you're heading towards this thing, for one, the city or the village of Westheath feels very, very far away at this point. It feels, you can see it distantly, almost like it's as if that hill that adjoins this one, or that adjoins that stands next to this one, it's almost as if it's on its own island. And they're small in the lowest points between the hills. There's a little bit of fog or mist that is still clinging to the hillsides. And as you get closer to the sycamore, what you can see is that there's a region around the tree. Leading up there, it's just lots of tough kind of heather and scrub grass and hardy looking kind of grass, but fairly normal. As you get within the region, the closer to the sycamore, you find that the ground itself becomes much more uneven. There are strange shoots of mushrooms that are beginning. So there's these white and beige colored mushroom caps that are growing up in different regions around the tree itself. And the tree, it doesn't look dead, but there's not a single leaf on it. It's all just these twisting bare limbs, and it seems to loom above you as you get in closer. And as you get around the base of the sycamore as well, too, what is the sort of plan here? Are you... well, I'm not going to suggest anything. What are you guys thinking here? What is the plan to search the sycamore? And what precautions are you taking as you're approaching it?
Well, Valeria is not stealthy with her high heels and rough terrain.
Yeah.
So she put on her good boots and plant
I should have brought some 10-foot poles.
Yeah.
And use Angus's sword.
Who needs a pole? It's about almost 10 feet, right? I don't know. Just go up to the tree and start poking at it, I guess.
Okay.
Poke at the roots.
Let's see. I've got some. I'd like to look around to see if any of my my training and knowledges could help identify points where the tree's less healthy and we can inspect that, or areas of interest.
Okay.
Wait, I have an idea. Do we have anything that we could have like a picnic out here? We could have a picnic, and then the gremlins will come do their mischief. We capture one, and we ask them where the hole is, wherever they're from.
I like the idea of a trap.
Yeah. Leave out some milk, and they can come and curdle it or whatever.
I'm fresh out of milk, however.
I didn't bring it in there.
Well, it's a picnic. They can find something to do. I assume they're gremlins, right? They're creative in this. Just an idea. This might be. I don't know what we should. But invite, if they are mischief makers, we need. I think to do something that would invite them to do mischief would be probably the most effective.
I don't volunteer.
Oh, yes, but that is a problem. We don't know what kind of mischief they would do.
Mm.
I think with the picnic, they might do something with the food. Who cares about that? We can get some more food, but.
So we have two proposed plans here. We have the picnic plan. We have the poke the tree plan. What are you guys thinking?
I do not see a reason why we could not do both.
Yes.
Also, I am fresh out of picnic baskets. Hey, boo boo.
It's the second day in a row we've had a Yogi Bear reference in our game. Someone yesterday wanted to use their cantrip to make the smell of honey, and then someone else suggested the smell of a picnic basket to attract a werebears. Oh, jeez. So what are we thinking then, guys? I guess not what we're thinking. What are we doing? Most importantly,
What do we have? I mean, doing a picnic with our rations, I guess. Like,
You probably have. I mean, I imagine that they wouldn't set you out without proper.
Okay.
Lady Margaret would insist on you being sent out with some proper food. So you do have some, some like
Okay.
maybe some sausage, some hard cheese,
Yeah.
some bread.
Let's let's set up maybe it's winter, so we probably want to start a fire. Maybe I guess. Although that could invite other complications, but
So where, I guess you could start a fire,
within
but
earshot of the tree, probably.
well,
but
I
not,
guess
like,
like where are you going to get combustibles to make a fire,
Oh,
right? Because it's if you picture the Highlands of Scotland, that's kind of what this
Oh,
looks like, and
yeah.
there's not. The sycamore does appear to be. I mean, you could head back to town and
Just gonna
bring.
do produce flame over and over again.
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Oh, jeez.
Seems like I like the picnic idea, but maybe we should start with like a close inspection of the tree and its roots and stuff, just to, see if there's anything obvious that we could use before we commit to a charade picnic to lure one of them out.
I agree.
We should probably do it as an idea of maybe we are gathering firewood for a fire. That's what I'm thinking, so that they don't think that we are. Otherwise, it might make our picnic like a ruse. If we come out, the first thing we're doing is like, oh, what's this tree here? And let's have a picnic. But if we're like, oh, we need some firewood. Oh, this sycamore might be good. Let's just check this out.
So
We're
let's.
having a picnic with lots of delicious food that we spent lots of hours preparing. It would be very nice to consume this without any problems.
Valeria seems suspicious of your plan.
She's very suspicious.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Valeria, you had mentioned that you wanted to sort of inspect this ancient sycamore. Why don't you give us a perception check, please?
Cool.
Okay, so
I don't accept that hero point.
okay,
That's better.
19. Okay, that's a little better. Let's see.
12. Come on, I have a +7.
Okay, so you're looking around the tree, and there's a whole carpet of these greasy, mushrooms around the base of the tree itself as well.
You see mushrooms, you say?
Yes. So you are inspecting this kind of area. Do you have a walking stick or something like that, or
She does have her staff.
staff? Okay, so there you go. So yeah, so you're walking along and poking at stuff, and what you notice is right at the base of where two big gnarled roots kind of come together, almost hidden by by a little bit of scrub that's grown a little bigger. There is a small hole that leads down and beneath, and you kind of push it aside, and it is it looks like the burrow of some kind of animal, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't look like there's no structure or things that are set up to stabilize this thing. But once you move the stuff aside and you get a good look at move the tree, or not the trees, the shoots of grass that have grown up to kind of conceal this. It's about maybe 4 feet across.
So Angus could probably fit in there.
And it leads down.
She wriggles her nose a little
firewood,
bit.
Valeria?
Just imagining getting dirty going down there, and then she looks up, over, and then walks to the group and tells them what she found.
Okay. So we can, assuming you guys all come over. Juan is reading, so listing out the things that are in his lunch, loudly.
Yep.
And then you can see that, yes, this does appear to lead beneath. And if you, does anyone have the light cantrip prepared?
I believe I have most of my cantrips prepared. Yes.
Okay. So assuming that you, cast light on the end of your staff and kind of hold it down, this goes down some distance.
She puts it on like a little rock and then tosses it down the hole, see how far it goes.
Okay. It bends, so you're really not able to. It's not like a well. that leads down. But I mean, and it's on an angle, and it's got a mud surface to it, but it does seem to go down at least 10 feet before it kind of bends and moves elsewhere beneath.
We're gonna get dirty, aren't we? Not fun.
So, what are you guys doing?
See. Who wants to go in first? Not it.
I'll go
Okay.
first.
Okay. So you get down on all fours, and you get yourself in there. Can you just now? The likelihood of failing this is very, very low. But would you kindly?
Natural one.
So you can tell what lies ahead.
Yeah.
If he's telling us that this test is safe. Don't worry about this test.
Go ahead and give us a athletics check.
I'm so glad I trained those skills.
Oof. So you get down, and it is a little, because of the pitch of the tunnel as you're heading down, Albrecht, it is a little difficult going, and the slipperiness of the mud, but you're able to control your descent down. Do you have the light cantrip prepared as well?
I did not include that one.
There's a rock right down there you can grab and take with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we can just share that. We don't all need to be
Okay.
with our high beams on here.
So you get that, and what you find is that this tunnel, it goes down, and then it kind of arcs to the side a bit, and then it doglegs to the left and down a bit, and reaches a junction. And you can see there are tunnels the same size that go in both directions, one to your left and then one to your right, both of which that go down a bit as well.
Okay. Looking between the two, obviously, I don't imagine I can see very far down either tunnel. What does each tunnel smell like?
I want you to give us a perception check, please. Pretty good. Okay, so what you can sense is, one sec here. So off in one direction, what you can hear, you smell, and one. I'm not sure there's a difference between the odor from either of them. But what is different is you hear the sound of like something. Is that a hammer? Like a wooden hammer pounding on something.
Is it like a consistent kind of beat, or is it irregular? Or
it doesn't sound like someone like putting nails in. It's someone banging at stuff a little, idly. What languages do you speak?
Actually, I was looking at my character sheet earlier, and I'm a little bit like, really? Common, Draconic, Jotun, Orcish, and Undercommon, plus my own language.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good.
I'm a little surprised. He's very learned, clearly.
So the what you can speak then, or you can understand, is in Undercommon, and this is the kind of the ugly, shared tongue that creatures living under the depths of the earth speak with each other, and you can hear someone saying that no, put the caltrop catapult. You've got to put it on the back. No, you don't know what you're talking about. And you hear bang, bang, bang again. Stop it. Let me put it together. Go back to work what you're working on.
Could have sworn I heard you say cow on the back of the catapult. Fetch a lavash.
You better. They are caltrops.
So you know that Undercommon, at least from your studies of that language too, it's not something that's spoken by goblins or orcs or things like that. It's really exotic creatures that are really for the most part unknown to civilized lands. That's what speaks that language.
Right, goblins would be speaking Orcish.
Or goblin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
goblin. Of course. Okay, and that is
That's
just
to your
down
left.
the one path to the left.
Just the one path. Yeah, the other there's not, and it's a little muffled, so it may be a little ways down the tunnel.
Sure. Okay. Looking back, I guess I'll kind of signal to the group to. Obviously, we know to be quiet, but I'll emphasize this.
You'd actually have to go back up because remember, there's that
okay,
dog leg that goes in.
Right.
The other thing to bear in mind is that it's pitch black down here otherwise. So yours is the only source of light. If you're bringing light down here too, it's likely going to herald your arrival more so than, than if you shouted your name, as you were making your way down.
Fair. So maybe I will try to go back up to the rest of the group.
Yep.
To hand off the light.
So it's a bit of a process, kind of turning yourself around in this. Well, it's 4 feet tall, so no, it's not. That's not true. It wouldn't be that hard.
Maybe for Angus.
For Angus, yeah, that's okay. So you turn around and you make your way back up. So Albert comes up and he is covered his, he looks like he's been crawling around in mud on hands and knees, right? So you come out and what do you say, Albert?
So we have some company. There are at least 2 creatures below. They are speaking undercommon, which suggests that perhaps we are on the right track with our suspicions. I can't tell how far away they are, but I get the sense they were speaking about building machines of war. So I don't think that they are alone, but I cannot tell how many there are below. But I think we certainly have found their hiding place or whatever. But perhaps we should be careful about this light, the sound and sound. It seems to be echoing, so we will have to be very silent. Yeah.
That. Who here is good at sneaking around?
Can you see in the dark, Albrecht? Because I sure as hell can't.
I cannot. We will need.
Okay.
I have some sort of low
well
light
then,
vision.
seems like not having light is going to be a serious problem.
Yeah.
Larry looks down at her feet and then back up. It's like, stealthy approach is not my approach.
I will. I have low light vision. I can see in. I need some light, but I can also be very sneaky. If one want to maybe follow behind me with some light, so I have some light behind me, and then I can perhaps see further.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd be concerned about is the light entering an area that is occupied before we are ready to enter that same area.
Well, let's. I don't know if we really have any choice other than.
I think what we could do is if we keep this light object at the rear, perhaps with you, Valeria, the light will cast down and give us what little visibility we need to actually traverse without blinding us, and would give us at least a little bit to move, and then we can douse it if we need to when we know where we need to be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So, you guys begin. Sorry, what is your? Let's do this, guys. From top to bottom. Top is the front of the marching order. Why don't you guys put yourselves in marching order, going through the tunnel?
With the figures.
Yeah. Yes, please. We're going to move to a map presently. Just for now, let's see where everyone's going to be going.
Oh, top to bottom. Okay.
Top to bottom. Yeah. Whoever's first is on the top. Whoever's in the rear is on the bottom.
I could probably. I got no problem being the sacrificial lamb.
I thought
first.
I think
Well,
that
I was doing one
thought I was
Juliano
doing it because I've
because
got the
he's
low
got
light
low
vision.
light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. That makes sense. And I can go because then I can show him where I heard the sounds and stuff.
Yeah, that makes
Sure.
sense.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So you guys begin making your way down. You see the same passage that I described to Albrecht. You get there, and then you look back, Juan Juliano, and you can see in the dim light, Albrecht kind of gestures, to the left, and you can hear it. Does anyone else speak Undercommon, or is it only you do as well? Okay, so you hear the same thing too. They're arguing about now a what he's calling a nail trebuchet.
That sounds dangerous.
Delightful.
So, as you make your way down, what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to move over to a tactical map here. Let me make sure I've got you guys where I need you. Okay. You know, give me 1 second here. I'm going to put... oh, I know what I'm going to do. Exciting. Exciting times. Draw line. Okay, okay. Here we go. Excellent. Okay. Move back to the objects and tokens layer. Alright, so Juan Juliano is going to be the one who goes in first here. Followed by Albrecht. Followed by Angus. Followed by Valeria. Alright, and Juan, I'm going to give you light here as well, too. Only because... Yeah, there we go, because I think you can see. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move you over here. And some of you will not have any visibility right now. Or not, you won't be able to see anything. So what happens, Juan, is basically as you come out of that tunnel, what you see is... Let me see here. Enabled. Turn my opacity up. Force line of sight. Update on drop. Strict movement. Okay. Boom. There we go. You see there are two... Well, first off, this appears to be some kind of crude workshop. There's what passes for tables, but by tables I mean like planks, odd-sized planks of wood that have had stuff jammed under them to make legs, and there are... they're sort of uneven, and these planks are full of all sorts of devilishly clever but dubiously functional devices, including tiny little catapults and tiny little trebuchets that are full of like nails or caltrops or whatever. You know, there are scraps of filthy paper that are put on the wall that have these disgusting kind of like crude stick figure things on them depicting kind of what possible pranks and stuff could be done. You know, so if you think of like the drawings that are held up in any movie that where a teacher is concerned about a student's behavior, that's what you're seeing. It's like, ooh, you want to burn dad? Like, oh my god. That's what you're seeing on the wall there is all this kind of crazy stuff. But what is also of interest to you is that, well, there's two obvious exits from here. There's one hole that leads deeper in on the to your right, and to your left, from your perspective, there's another one that also leads further down. But what is of particular interest is the two tiny blue-skinned creatures that are making their way around and kind of arguing with each other over these things they're working on. And they look, guys, like this.
Cute.
That just looks familiar.
This is also one of my absolute favorite characters, favorite monsters from Pathfinder. Their gremlins are fucking awesome. Okay, so what I need now is, one, I need you to give me a stealth roll, please. Let's see if you manage to sneak up on these guys. They may actually be distracted by stuff. Pretty good.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so actually, you know what, Juan, you got there, and these two little buggers, in spite of the little bit of light that's coming up behind you, they don't seem to be aware of your presence. They're still kind of jabbering away. I can't remember, and Juan, you don't speak Undercommon, right?
No, I have no idea what
So, like, there's, you know, one of them is kind of... and shaking a hammer at the other one. And the other one is... and shouting back at him. They're completely unaware of your presence at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little like finger gesture, probably back at Albrecht, like to there, like assuming that he can see, which he might not be able to. I don't know.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, I think so.
Can you see that? Okay. Well, all right. And then I'm gonna try to do like I'm gonna probably go to the one on the. Let's see, what would be the easier one? Probably for me to go to the one on the that's by the one that to my left might be the easier one to sneak up on. And then I'm gonna try to instruct him to go to the one that's
That guy right there?
Yeah, So I'm gonna try to go in for that one.
Okay.
And then I'm pointing him to go for that one.
Okay. So you drop out, and then Albrecht, let me move you into the room here so you can see what.
Do I, would I know much about gremlins just generally in terms of my training or background?
No, I don't think yet. I think you
Okay,
like
so
what you've learned thus far. What I will allow is if you want to make another nature check. Let's see if you are able to identify what breed or what subclassification these things are.
Specifically, I guess I'm wondering if I would be aware that they have any sort of dark vision, and how a sudden burst of really bright light might affect them who are used to working in dark spaces,
Yeah.
Flash a light in your eye kind of thing.
Well, I mean, so that roll tells me that you don't know what these things are, but I mean, like, the fact that these things are working in pitch darkness probably, tells you that they do have an ability to see in those conditions. So Juan is making his way over. Albert, would you kindly give me a stealth roll too, please?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm fine getting close to that.
Oof, okay.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
So you're able to sneak, place yourself wherever in that chamber that you want.
I'm gonna go right up.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, let's see here. And Angus, you're next, right?
Maybe cover the entrance so you can't get away.
Angus, you're not in the chamber yet, but let me move you forward so you can see what's going on here, because you're certainly able to see this.
I think I have sight from Albrecht and Juan Juliano's tokens too.
Oh, okay, great. Then never mind.
Is this another tunnel down?
Yes, there's a tunnel down over here, just past this one.
Yeah.
And his little workstation, and there's another one over here.
Right.
So Albrecht might want to go here and block his exit.
Yeah, I might try to.
So guys, what are you going to do? They may turn around at any moment here. So what do you have an action you want to take?
I was going to grapple him, honestly.
Sure. Yep.
Grab him, yeah.
So Juan, give me a athletics check, please.
Okay.
Hold on, we're going to get.
I'll take that.
Let's do this here.
And I'm probably going to try to, as part of the grapple, to try to muzzle him so he doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Those are two different things. Let's.
Okay. That's probably, fair enough.
Hold on, let me. Is this the one I want? No, that was terrible. I need to take that out of here. Sorry, guys. I wonder if it's this one here.
Apprehension.
No. Now we'll use that for now. Okay, so Juan, how did you do in your roll here? 17. Okay. So yeah, you've got him. You didn't get a crit, so I don't think you're going to be able to get your hands over his mouth just yet.
Kev.
Yep.
Is it? I don't know if I can do this on my end. Can we turn the music down just? Oh, I can do it on my end.
You can. Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, if you go to the cog, you can control the volume of the music.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Here we go. All right. So then, Albert, what are you doing? You have an action.
Right. I might actually try to. We want to find out a little bit of information here. I might actually try to charm this guy.
Sure. Okay.
Before I, attack him.
Okay. So now, does charm have a verbal component?
It is somatic and verbal, yeah.
Okay, so they will hear you as you're casting it, but they will.
Well, I mean, I figure at this point I got about 2 seconds before they find us anyway. So.
Okay.
All right. Am I good to go then?
I'm just checking to see whether they have any kind of immunity or anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they do. think that PF2 got rid of some of those fiddly
Oh, cool.
things, yeah. So it just creates, as you target one creature.
Oh no, I should have brought sleep. That sucks.
I have sleep as well.
Okay, good.
But we may want to save that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. All right, so let me make a... I think it's a saving throw against this.
Yeah, it's a will.
Okay, and you haven't threatened it yet, so it's just a flat will then. It doesn't get any bonus to it, so I'll use the shitty dice here. And let's see. That is not great. Okay. What is your save? He actually has a critical fail.
Oh. Yes.
So he becomes helpful towards you and can't use hostile actions against you. So what does it look like as your charm spell manifests?
Oh, I didn't really realize it would have like a visual component or anything.
Yeah.
But sure, it could be like a little, I don't know if anyone could see it, but it'll be like a little gray, a little purplish violet cloud that kind of like
Yeah.
just comes out of my mouth and just floats around his head, and then he seems to breathe it in, and oh.
Okay. So he, this guy kind of like, it drifts over him, and he jerks forward and kind of, and turns around and looks at you. And let's pop this open so we can remember what he looks like, because he is a charmer. Look at that face. Face only a mother could love. And me. He turns around and looks up at you. And he does kind of a double blink. Aye. And the one that you've grabbed, Juan Juliano, is kind of so let's do this, guys. Let's roll initiative. Everyone, click on your token, and we will. I think this is stealth for those of you who are sneaking, and it'll be perception for the gremlins. Actually,
So we can just click on the stealth check, right?
Yes. No, you go to the initiative tracker, you hit the scroll down, and go to stealth, because you can select any of your skills.
Valeria made no attempt to be stealthy.
Okay, gotcha.
What?
Oh, no, you have to roll, because that's what you're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't get to just pick your favorable thing. What you were doing was stealthing, so you got to roll stealth for initiative.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh.
Oh,
okay,
sorry.
never mind.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
There we go. 10. Let me change that. No, she never intended to be stealthy, so that was.
Well, no, but you weren't.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's what you guys are doing is sneaking in here. Whether you're
Okay.
like, unless you're actively making noise, in which case you're defeating what everyone else is doing, you're rolling stealth. Because that's how you're entering this scene, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, and then for them, let me give. There's actually only
Albrecht
one that's
would be a-
hostile.
Albrecht would be a 14 then, right? On the initiative tracker.
Yeah,
Instead of
I would be.
21.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Here we go, and then for them, oopsies. Okay. All right.
Angus goes first.
All right. Well, actually, the
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Of
damn.
course.
the grappled one gets to go first. So he is going to try. He's going to use his action to try and escape. So that is an attack against your athletics, I think. Let's see, what is his best? Huh. What is your Juan? What is your athletics bonus?
4.
4. Okay, so he needs a 14 to get out. Okay, he actually managed to wiggle his way out of there as his first action. His second action is to grab a sword that was on his little workbench, and then his next action is going to be to try and stab you. But this counts as a second attack because an escape does count as an attack. What's your AC?
Yeah. It is. Did I ever buy armor? I don't think I did. 17.
17? Okay. That is a miss. So he swings wildly at you, but you're easily able to keep your distance from him. The other guy looks up at you, Albrecht, and he's like, "Hi!"
Oh,
Oh, he's so cute. I want to take
Yeah.
him home.
Are you?
we should take him home, and then he can play pranks on the wyvern. Right?
Did I show you my catapult?
In Undercommon, I'll respond. I would love to see your catapult. What are you building it for?
to hurt people. I think that's probably about all you can get out in that round. Angus, you're up next.
Okay, so I'm gonna move in. Oh, I can't move
Boom.
in.
Yes, you can.
Yep. There we go. I don't think I can get close enough to Juan Juliano, close enough to this guy to help out Juan Juliano in that fight in melee. That seems like that's too much of a squeeze.
What I'll say is that it's going to be a reach. You could probably jam yourself against the wall there to try and get at him. I will just give you a -2 penalty to your attacks. Well, I'll give +2 to his things, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so then I'll... Yeah,
and on a crit failure, you'll hit Juan Juliano.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, then I will make a strike with my claymore.
Okay, go ahead.
Poison? Your poison claymore?
Okay.
So that's actually a 14. So I'm guessing that's not enough. But...
That is not quite. It's pretty close, though. Do you want to hero point that sucker up?
Poison's still good until you actually hit, so...
No, I'm just going to stay and be threatening so that he might attack me instead of Juan Juliano.
So you bring that thing down. All right. Then, next up is Juan Juliano.
Hmm.
I can't tell you, you had a real easy time muscling this guy to the ground before. It's just that he's a slippery little bugger.
Oops.
Okay. Well. I'm gonna try to grapple him again.
Sure. Give me an athletics check. Come here, you little.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So you got him again. Hey.
Pretty well today.
And you can't understand what he's saying too. Albrecht, you can understand, and Valeria, you can understand. Someone's screaming out, "Get off me! You stink! You stink!" So that's only one action. That was an attack. You still have 2 more actions. If you want to take another athletics check, you could try and like improve your attack. It's just that, or you improve your grapple, but it'll be -5 because second attack.
Okay. Would that be including like trying to like muffle him so he's not talking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so go ahead. So it'll be -5 to this roll.
-5. So that's without the minus. So that'd be 9 total.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to. I'll spend I'll hero point.
Hero point that? Yeah, go right ahead.
Try that again.
Nat 20. Awesome. Okay, so he's not only is his mouth muffled, he's not going to be able to bite you or whatever else, although he does lick your palm. And he's sort of you've got him secured on the ground. It's going to take a critical hit for him to get out of this grapple.
Okay, perfect. As he licks me and says, "I thought they stunk."
Albrecht, what are you doing?
I'm going to say, so how many of you are there down here building this catapult?
Then just me and Wartstabber. But
that is all?
More underneath. So many more.
I see. That's probably all I can do.
Let's hear 1, 2. I'm trying to count. I think he will tell you how many there are.
Can you count that high?
Yeah, he goes to a certain number, then kind of cycles back to 1 again. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 8, 12, 1, 2.
Great.
Yeah, he's not super sharp. He holds up his little. He's only got 3 fingers, right? So he holds up his hands and he's like,
More than this. Come on, I'll introduce ya.
Oh, we will go and meet your friends.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
what's the duration of charm again?
1
hour.
see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Valeria, you're gonna make your way down in there?
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna step in and look around and see that the one to the left has already been manhandled.
Yep.
And the one below is cooperative, and she leans back against the wall and just starts prestidigitating the mud off of her, just like, ugh. She likes not having to do anything.
Okay. Okay. All right. So then, what happens next, guys? I just realized so you've got really the upper hand here for.
I'd like to, if we got a rope, I'd like to tie the one I've got, grappled up a little bit.
Does anyone have rope?
I think there's rope in the adventurer's pack that at least some of us are carrying. I'm carrying an adventurer's pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not have
I
an
have one
inventory.
as well. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm naked! It's like one of these dreams!
We'll deal with that later. I assume I have no rope.
I've got some rope.
Okay.
All right, we'll tie him. Gag him.
All right. So he's gagged, and the guy that you're talking to, Albrecht, he says,
Yeah. See? Wart stabber, that's what you get. Keep talking. I told you.
he looks up at you, Albrecht.
I told him.
Your friend, he is not very. He's not fun to work with, is he?
He's stupid, too. Look at this. Who
I-
thinks that
I'm-
a Neil Trebuchet's the way to go? Catapult. Caltrop catapult. Caltrop catapult.
Oh. So
he's very pleased of his the devilish trap that he's come up with.
can we see? Is this catapult like here? Is it there in front
Oh
of us?
yeah, like, and it's not a siege engine. It's like, it is the desktop equivalent of a like thing that tosses.
It's like 2 feet tall kind of thing.
Not even. It's maybe because they're only about 2.5 feet tall as is. What he's
Right.
built is a little like, like even like a what do you call it? Like a sawhorse is bigger than what this thing is. So this is something that was, at best, what this might do is place, a handful of caltrops at a slightly farther distance than what you could throw, but it also might fall apart as soon as you did that.
Yeah, this thing's the biggest use I can find for this is like entertaining my cat.
Basically, yeah. Like if it was
Yeah.
slightly repurposed, but yeah, and he looks, he says,
Yeah, impressive, isn't it?
It's yes, this is quite impressive work. I think you are right. The catapult is the way to go.
and he kind of runs around the cave.
I knew. It's gonna cause such pain.
So tell me, what are you building more of these? You said that there are many more of you below. Where are they, and how many of these are you building?
Grabbles doesn't like it. Grabbles thinks pets, creepy crawlies. That's the way to go. We say this. We've been breeding them. Grabbles does.
Breeding what? Creatures? Pets?
Yeah, lots of legs.
And he goes and he touches the wall, and what you see is this from somewhere in the kind of the earth, this like little centipede crawls up and up his arm, and and then rolls to the end. And he's like,
Look, see?
and he holds it up to you, and this disgusting like centipede is on the end.
So these are you okay? Are
They
they
sting.
all?
They poison. Make sick.
Oh, I see.
Hurt their
I
feet.
see.
Poison them. All of them will die. It will hurt so much.
So I will relay all of this to the rest of the group because I forget that half of them are just
Valeria-
hearing gibberish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Valeria can do that for you while you
Okay.
keep his attention.
Okay.
Well, okay. And for how long have you been? So how many of these little friends do you have? How many of these little pets?
These?
And
Not my pets. Not mine. Stupid. Catapult, catapult.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Down.
Well, perhaps you
Micmac.
could make
Mick Mick is
Mick-
mum to lots of legs.
Micmac turns into. Sorry.
No, mother too.
Mother. Oh.
And he points off in the direction
Uh-oh.
of this tunnel.
Down there. So many. So many will poison.
Aha.
Bite and sting.
Bites and stings. And he's now talking to the, kind of in a sing-song way to the centipede that's on the end of his hand.
So mother is producing all of these. First question is, how big is mother?
Micmac?
Yes, Micmac. What is
He
Micmac?
kind of looks
like?
out. He puts his hand out before him as if carefully judging. And then he holds it out at arm's length. And brings it in to his head. Carefully steps away from it.
Oh no.
Distal.
I see. Okay. Now, so look, we very much wish to see Micmac and meet her, and we are very impressed by all of this. Could you perhaps lead us there? But we also we don't. There's no need for the rest of your friends to come along. Maybe we just because they don't understand your genius with the catapult. So we don't.
Wait a minute. Do you mean to play a prank on them?
But yes, this is precisely why we are here.
And he just runs around the thing. He's beside himself. He forgets that he's got the centipede in his hand, so as he's flailing his hands around, it goes wildly flying off, hits the ground, and then kind of skitters off. And he's like, yes! Yes! And he runs up and hugs your leg.
Yes!
Oh, what is your name?
Pimple Stab!
I'm sorry, one more time.
Pimple Stab!
And he gestures his head forward, and he pushes one of those pustules on his head, and comes out. And he eats it.
Oh. Well, Pimple Stab. Yes, let's just play a little prank on your friends, yeah? Maybe you show us where Micmac is, and quietly, and so no one will know we are there.
He turns and very quietly, like as if he's whispering to it, to the caltrop catapult.
Your time has come.
And like as soon as he touches it, it completely falls apart. Stuff's thrown across the thing, and he's like, oh.
We can build
Your
an
prank will
army.
be better.
I'm sure it will.
So, where are you heading next, guys? He says that Micmac is down here.
Yeah, let's go down there.
And there is right near where you're standing, Albrecht, there's another cavern that seems to be going down.
So Pimple Stab, why don't you lead our friends? My friend here, his name is Juan. Why don't you lead us?
He gets close.
Yes, I know we all smell wretched. It is because we spent too much time outdoors.
Ugh. You need more scum.
Agree to disagree.
He shrugs. You're heading down this thing? Oh, yeah, I take it. I guess, what are you doing? The guy who's all tied up then, are you just leaving him, or?
I'm just gonna.
We're not leaving him.
Well,
I'm holding back. I'm staying back.
Okay.
oh, okay. All right.
Okay. So, he walks you over, oops, sorry. Pimple Stab, brings you over to the, side, or to this, corridor, and, he, looks up at you and gestures and says in, that kind of, like, say it loud, even though they won't understand you anyway, he says in really loud undercommon,
This way!
Treating me like he's being a tourist with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, now before we go, guys, I see we're at our halfway point. Why don't we take our break right now? I'll refresh my beverages because this gremlin voice is murder on my throat. And then we'll come back and explore the, see who Micmac is.
All right.
Okay. this down. Put our... There we go. Intermission music on. I'll be back momentarily.
You might hear a vacuum in the background. We're doing some cleaning before friends come over.
Okay.
I love how the spells list how many actions it takes now.
Say again?
The spell page, you can click how many actions it takes.
Oh, cool. That's great. Turn this down. There we go. Tell you, I'm all set for my 1920s speakeasy session that I'm sure to run at some point.
Yeah.
More Pulp Cthulhu.
Seriously, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
Even
quality.
though y'all blew each other up.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I've got an idea here.
Dangerous pastime.
Mm-hmm.
Get my daily sodium intake.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. So. All right. Let me see here. Fantastic. All right, I found some music that is appropriate for our gremlin plan, or our gremlin friend here.
I can't wait.
God.
Of course.
So,
This is ridiculous.
here we go. Now, you guys are heading down into this next tunnel. And this one is about the same size as the last as well, too. So it is going to be a bit of a squeeze with only one of you going through. Is there anything that you want to tell Pimple Stab before he leads Juan Juliano down there? Who doesn't speak Undercommon either?
Remember, we are trying to be very, very quiet.
He looks, his little ears are trembling. He's so excited to pull a prank. So he leads you down, and yes, this is the direction. So let me, Juan Juliano, let me just move you and Pimple Stab over so you guys can see where you are. Juan, would you give me a stealth roll again, please? Oh, and everyone gets another hero point too.
Sweet.
Okay.
That 20, holy smokes!
Really? Okay. I didn't even see. Oh wow. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
In the
Okay.
shadow.
So
I'm
let's see here.
invisible. Pimple Stab doesn't even know where I am.
Okay. So that is what you see.
Oh, nope,
Oh,
nope, nope, nope.
There you go. Now that is not just one big one. That is a swirling, squirming mass of
even
hundreds,
grosser.
if not thousands, of these
That makes it a little better.
around, and the other gremlin that's there is tossing little bits of food into there, and does not seem to notice you guys. And he, Pimple Stab, turns towards you, Juan Juliano, and kind of does this like, like as if to shove her into the pit of centipedes.
I like that idea. So it's actually like a pit.
It's a depression that's just full of these things, but they're free to get out if they want to.
Oh shit. Well, maybe. I do like the idea of pushing her. That's actually kind of cool.
Angus, would you saw you were in the chamber when he touched the wall and the centipede came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you give me another nature check too? I haven't given you a chance to do that.
That's not good. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Roll 20.
Mwah! Well done, roll 20. It's like, this is the roll 20 equivalent of like sitting next to someone who sits too close to you. Like, could you fucking move over? And they shift over like a millimeter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, roll 20. Okay, so yeah, then what are you doing, Juan?
Oh yeah. Can I still take some advantage of that awesome stealth check to like maybe get behind this guy? I'll try pushing him in.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can easily sneak up there, and
Yeah.
it's taking both hands for Pimple Stab to not break out laughing. Like he's just like. So he, you make your way over. Pimple Stab follows behind you. Go ahead and give me a athletics check, please.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Okay.
10. Nice. Excellent. Okay, so you shove her, and this thing falls right in there. You're like, ha ha ha. And then the centipede swarm surges forward towards you. So let's do this, guys. You know what? We'll just keep it in the same initiative order, because that's easy enough. And so I'll start with 1. Oh, they got 20. Oh, I didn't roll for the centipede, so let me roll.
Yeah.
We'll see if they act before you or afterwards.
They're eating. They've got to take. They've got to.
Yeah. Okay. I could listen to this music all day, and I may.
This is conditions are perfect.
Okay. So as you're descending. Alright, so that means, unfortunately, this centipede swarm is up first.
Ah, shit.
It surges forward. I think what it does is it surges off of her first. So that's the first action. Second action, I'm going to make... Actually, second action will be waiting for her, because she needs to command. She's not sure what's happened yet. I did roll a good enough perception. She kind of like and looks up and she sees Pipple Stab and kind of like and then looks up and sees you and is like and says something that isn't friendly. And that's it for her. And then it is we'll skip through to Juan's turn. Juan, what are you doing?
Okay. So this one's moving. It's surging away.
It just surged off of her. That's all.
Okay.
What you can tell is that it seems like she just gestured and it followed all of them. All those hundreds of or thousands of things swarmed off of her at one gesture.
Oh, so it's listening to her. Is what it's doing.
Well, you didn't even hear her say anything either. She just sort of like gestured and the whole thing kind of moved off.
Well, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna maybe. Should we let people know what's going on here?
I think what you in subtitles, what you can't understand what Pipplestab's saying, but he is pointing at Micmac and just saying like,
You should see your face.
All right, I'm gonna I'll say giant centipedes, and then I'm gonna do a I'm gonna see if I can get a burning hand arc on both the centipedes and on Pimplestab.
On Pipplestab or on
no, not Pimplestab, on Knick-Knack.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanna Knick-Knack. No, Pimplestab's my buddy.
Okay.
All right.
For
I think I can swing out to both those, right?
For an hour.
Yeah.
I will cast it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can definitely catch both of those in there, and then
Let's see. Burning hands. Let me see. Do I have the?
Ooh.
Did I get that? Did I get everything in that spell right though?
you did.
Saving
Oh
throw,
man,
yeah.
awesome damage too. Holy
I
shit.
think 2d6. That sounds right.
Yeah. So let me make a
Okay.
saving throw for
Oh,
this
cool.
thing here. Okay, it's a Actually, it's a swarm. I don't think I'm gonna allow it a saving throw. Wow. Okay, so that catches this thing, and let me quickly set a token up or a bar up for you so you can see just how effective your ability was, or perhaps ineffective, depending on how mean I'm being. Am I deking you out? I don't know. Boom. So there's that. And here's how much you do to this.
Oh hell yeah! I'm not scared of these guys.
Okay, now I will let Micmac make a save as well too, because she did save. She takes half damage, and where's her hit points? Oh my goodness, that's so she is consumed.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you crisp her. You can hear her popping as the flames consume. Albrecht, you're up next. So you heard him screaming, "Giant centipede!"
Yeah, I had deliberately held back because no witnesses.
You go ahead. I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay. As long as we're on the same page here about what needs to be done.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go and join them below.
So it'll be difficult terrain if you move at without having to take a athletics check. If you want to move your full rate down that the passage, I'm just going to get an athletics check. It's not
sure. I'll try it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, one way or the other, you're going to get down there. All right, so yeah, you are able to move down there. There's a little bit of sliding as you make your way down, but I'll put you in here. Whoopsies, wrong one. Boom. There you are.
All right.
So that would be, I think, let's see here, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, so you're, that's about one action. What's your next action?
Okay, seeing what's going on. I think I've missed the fire party.
Yep.
So I don't. Okay. I will. Oh, I don't have a ranged. Crap. Ooh. No, I don't.
You don't have a range crap? That's very much in thinking of gremlin attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I cantrip. I can electric arc. I will electric arc the what's it called?
The swarm.
Centipede swarm?
The swarm.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
just to double check that this actually works. 1 or 2 creatures and it's a range. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
Sure. I will do that.
Okay.
So let's see here. Electric arc.
Okay. So saving throw versus Dex. Let's see here. Nope. All right. So. All right. Unfortunately, because it's swarm, your lightning kind of plays across. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't quite count as an AOE, but you do get some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Valeria, you're up next. What are you doing?
Valeria's gonna look at the little mite on the ground and just say, "Sorry, buddy." Pick up her staff and just proceed to bash it to death until it's dead.
Yeah, that's your action. And its head collapses in.
Don't even need to roll damage.
Yeah, no, it's enough that she'll be able to put enough gumption into that.
Cool.
All right, so next is the centipede swarm. All right, so then, well, this thing is just angry right now and in pain. So I think it surges forward at Juan Juliano.
Uh-oh, I don't like that.
And I need you to give me a basic save, please. Sorry, a reflex save.
Reflex save, okay.
Yeah, like you basically automatically take damage, and then you might take less if you... Okay, so that's...
Hero points.
Oh, your hero point? Okay.
No, I don't have any.
Oh,
hero
don't
points.
have any. Okay, so then... Yeah, you do... As this thing's swarming over you and biting you, you take 6 points of damage.
Don't fail your fort save.
And I do need a fort save too, please.
Not as good at that. Oh, well, I did better, though.
Oh, shit. It's very, very close. But close.
Yeah, that's poison on your weapon? Yeah, you're about to get bit with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So you take 4 points of poison damage, and you are flat-footed this round, which means you get -2 to your AC. So you... okay, then it is... he's off the initiative tracker because I took the token away, but it's actually... Pimple Stab's turn now, and he's gonna try and say like, "Go, get off of him! Get off of him!" And he actually does. So the swarm kind of backs off of you, Juan Juliano. Unfortunately, not after, not before it gets a chance to actually sting you. But he's kind of like, "Oh, get down, get down!" And these things are seemingly obeying Pimple Stab. Angus, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go through the tunnel.
Okay.
And you wanted an athletics check
Yes, please.
for that?
You're trying to show off now. It's over there, or maybe over there.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, you head down there, you slide down like a champ, and you can see that Micmac, or not Micmac, Pipplestab is shouting in that language you don't understand at this swarm of centipedes. But you can see just from the way he's reacting that Juan Juliano has been bit by these things. They seem to be dropping off of him.
But they're not like on Juan Juliano anymore for the most part, right?
No, it's just this little carpeted area of like 10 by 10 covered in these things.
All right, then I'm gonna do a produce flame and throw it at him.
At who?
At the center of the carpet.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said him. I thought you were gonna kill Pimplestab.
At I was trying to say at them.
At them. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is good enough. And yeah. And I think Pimplestab immediately loses control of them. So then it is that. Yeah, I guess that's all your actions. Juan Juliano, what are you doing?
All right. Let's see. I don't really have a lot more. That's the only burning hand spell I prepared. God, it's probably ineffective. Am I going to get a penalty for using a piercing weapon on a swarm?
It
would make sense.
It's likely to do less damage against the swarm. Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm cheating here. That your thing will actually be enough to destroy it.
Oh.
Because between the lightning arc and then the other one, its resistances don't apply to, like, it's not a blanket DR. So you actually, the last produce flame destroys the last of them. Or at least it disperses the swarm enough so it's gone. Juan, on your turn, I need another save from you, please. Another fortitude save.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice. Okay, great. Okay, so you shake off the poison. You will not be affected by it any longer. Okay. And Pimplestab is kind of like, he's quite pleased with all this lightning and fire and stuff, and he's kind of like, Valeria, you, after disposing of, what's his name? Wart something or other.
You're going to unwrap the rope from him, toss him in the tunnel they came from, and then make her way carefully down the tunnel so this stays as clean as possible.
Okay, you got it. So you carefully walk out, and you can see that Pimplestab is stomping on the remnants of these burned things. And then he picks up and starts chewing on some of the charred husks. What are you guys doing next?
I want to point to this tunnel and ask Pimplestab, like, what's over here? Obviously through an interlocutor.
Okay.
What's over here?
Yeah, I should do that too.
He's your friend, Albrecht.
Yeah, I'll translate.
Okay, so he
looks at it and he says, "Sleep. We sleep down there."
Oh, do you?
More of them?
Prank?
Yes,
he looks and his eyes go big. More pranks.
Oh, more pranks. More pranks, my friend. We will prank all of your friends.
You think he actually may have peed a bit.
So tell me, Pimplestab, how many of you sleep at the same time?
He looks at his hands.
Is it all of you? Is it some of you? Is it half of you?
Some?
I see. Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, we will prank all of your sleeping friends. How about that?
Yes!
All right.
If we... Yeah. But... Grabbles and Tickleback will be there.
That was a tickleback.
Tickleback.
This... You don't like Tickleback?
Snotswabber disagreed with Grabbles. Tickleback ate him.
Hate him.
Tickleback.
He starts laughing because now that he's thought of it, it's endlessly hysterical to him. But Tickleback apparently ate Snotswab.
Is Tickleback perhaps? Is he your boss? Is he in charge? Does he tell you what to do?
Grabbles is in charge. Grabbles is in charge of Tickleback. Tickleback.
Uh-oh.
Tickleback is the enforcer.
Oh, Tickleback sounds to me like a beast of some kind.
It does not sound good.
Yeah. How
What?
big is Tickleback?
And once again, kind of stands out, puts his hand in front of himself.
They're all that tall.
Carefully backs away. And then raises his hand
Oh, yeah.
to his height.
Tickleback is not one of your kind, is he? He's something else?
Well, yes. He's a tickleback.
Fair enough.
Larry raises an eyebrow and says, I'm guessing some spined beast of some
He
sort.
looks at you like, he's questioning your intelligence at this point.
So Tickleback is not like the many-legged creature here.
Oh, he has so many legs and jaws.
Oh, lovely.
Less
Lovely.
legs than the many legs. He makes up for it in jaws.
Does he also have many eyes?
So many eyes.
Yes, I had the feeling. Yeah. I suppose our friends. We have more of our friends to deal with here.
He won't like pranks. Tickleback.
No. So we will have to be especially quiet and careful with Tickleback so that he doesn't know that prank is happening.
Wait. There's another way around.
Oh?
Oh.
Back the other way.
Oh.
It goes to the other side of the glow hole.
The glow hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That makes perfect sense. Sure, why not?
Your hole doesn't have a glow hole?
We might call it something else.
That makes sense to him. He's like, yeah.
Come.
So he leads you up, and basically he leads you back through where you guys came. And he goes to the other side, and he basically gestures that there is another way down. You know that other passage you went through? It seems to wind down, and then it drops you down in another... one sec here, what's... another chamber. So if you guys... And let's see here, that chamber... I'll just move you guys. You said you all have view. You can all see through Juan Juliano's token, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let me just show you what. And I'll let you carry over that crit as well too, just so you can poke your head out. But this is what you see, Juan Juliano. You're not in there yet, so you don't need to worry about that. But boom.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, let me do this for you guys. Boom.
Oh, there's a shit ton of...
But
Okay.
they are sleeping.
So there is there are a bunch of them that seem to be again kind of working busily on a bunch of nasty traps and pranks and stuff. But what you can see is that there is, as he said, over here there is a pretty big chasm that seems to lead down, but there is a bit of a weird glow that's coming out of there.
All right, I do. If any people are behind me, I'm doing the.
Okay, so you can head
Six
back.
of them.
Yeah, with them. I know technically you guys would be. I'm assuming you're able to move back and forth here. So you're technically in that first cavern or first chamber right now. So there's two ways he says you can go down. He draws a little map on the ground. There's the chamber he just showed you. That's on one side. There's the glow hole, and then there are two other chambers. So you can go in one, and there's one where they all sleep. There's one where Grabbles and Tickleback are, and then there's the glow hole, and then there's that chamber that you just saw.
Okay. I prefer to deal with the ones that are sleeping rather than the ones that are awake.
I'm inclined to agree. Lessening our obstacles, before we deal with bigger problems, especially if we're going to be dealing with our arachnid friends. Pimple Stab.
Yes?
I think perhaps it would be more. The prank would go over better if we were super quiet and we did not bother all of your working friends. I think the working friends, they may not understand the joke. So maybe we just go to your sleeping friends and pull a prank on them. Then we figure something else out to do with your other friends. So I think we go right to the sleeping room.
He stops and thinks. What you say seems to make sense to him.
Favorite NPC so far.
Gotta love Charm is just a great spell. Okay. So I'm sizing something here. Alright, okay, so then guys. Man, roll 20 is finicky. Last 2 days. Jeepers. Alright, so let me bring you to where the sleeping chamber is then, guys. And I'm gonna I'm gonna assume the same marching order as before.
Yeah.
Let me put a little there we go. The red dot is what distinguishes Pimple Stab from everyone else.
Good idea.
So
I like how he's assuming we want to keep him alive.
yeah. So this is the.
I want to keep. I kind of want to keep.
Juan, would you?
He won't be too happy once he finds out how we charmed him.
Yeah,
No, he won't.
He's a little monster.
But hopefully by then he won't really be able to do much about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Would
Maybe
Juan?
back to leaving first.
Would you give me a stealth check, please?
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. So you're making your way down through this here. And next up is Albrecht, I think. Albrecht, would you kindly give me a stealth check?
Yes.
You're sitting on a fat stack of hero points here, too.
I mean, it's 2.
Oh, we're into... nice. Yeah, no problem. Everyone can get one more hero point as well, too. We're into our final hour here. Next up is Angus. Angus, would you kindly give me a stealth check as well?
Yep. Stealth.
Spiller's gonna walk
awesome.
in and trip over a goblin, and then it's all over.
Here we go. All right, Valeria, give us a stealth check, please.
So damn,
That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. So what you can see,
zero bonus.
these things are all sleeping, you know, and they're drooling, and like there's ooze coming out of every orifice, you know, like who knew that you oozed from your ears when you slept? But they're making their way along here, and one of them is sort of cuddled up with a big maggot, like an oversized maggot, kind of.
Oh, it's a hell of a teddy bear.
Yeah, and he, once you get sort of in the room, he, Pimple Stab kind of stops and it is looking at the sleeping ones and kind of like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You can hear more people talking in Undercommon down here. What are you doing?
Valeria like raises an eyebrow and looks at everybody, and then pulls out her staff, and then starts the somatic components to a spell, and black tendrils start to ripple out from her, and then she starts speaking loudly, and unleashes a blast that goes 30 feet that way.
Oh, cool. Yes.
And which spell is this?
That one. Oh, dang it.
Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
Well, they might critically fail and take 8 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
They're sleeping.
Let's see here.
Why'd you roll 1?
Okay. Full negative damage and 1 persistent bleed. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I need to roll 4. 3, 4.
I love that spell, but I rolled low.
Okay, and you're 18 fortitude. Actually, none of them succeeded.
Nice.
That's pretty good. So
So
unfortunately,
they take bleed damage, so they wake up and probably die of bleeding.
No.
After a
That's
turn?
you only rolled 4 points of damage, man. So
Yeah, and there's 1 persistent bleed, I think, on top of that.
yeah,
They
so
failed it.
5 in total. This is PF2. It ain't
Okay.
ADD.
Well, no, I didn't think it was a coup de grace. No.
Okay, so it does. However, it does definitely wake them up, and they scream in pain.
We may want to.
Oh yeah, we'll change the. Hold on here. There we go. Purple pimple. There we go.
I'm gonna probably stab the sleeping one that's next to
Okay.
me.
So let's do this. I'm gonna roll for them. Oh god. All right. So and I will. So they're only gonna have 1 action this turn for all of them. And let me.
It'd be groggy as hell.
Yeah, that's why instead of 3, they're gonna have 1 action. So 18 plus their perception is 23. All right. So they all are hopping up now, and they're aware of where you guys are. And the screams are getting the attention of some things down here. You see, 1, 2. What's their movement? Their speed is not very quick. And you know what's creepy too is these things can basically move along walls too. So they're scrambling on the walls like, you know.
That's cool.
So they're moving their way up. But then you see what you believe to be Grabbles and Tickleback. And let me just reveal by way of handout, actually, instead. Because it'll be worth it. Alright, so here we go.
Mass combat. I'm gonna die.
Okay. And here's what they look like, guys.
Oh,
That's
oh,
Grabbles and Tickleback.
that's great. Great.
Yeah. So, and he...
Oh my god.
They're making their way along, grabbing to the ceiling as well, too, as they come around the corner. Okay, that was it for the gremlins. Angus, you were up first. What are you doing?
Are the ones that didn't get hit still asleep at all, or they're
No, the
totally
screams
out?
of the ones. They're awake,
Okay.
and they've stood up
Yep.
now.
Well, then I am going to cast magic weapon on my sword,
Okay.
and I guess I'm going to get out my sword too, since I didn't have it out, since Valeria did stuff unannounced. So that's my 3 actions.
Okay. Juan Juliano, what are you doing?
I have to spend an action to get out my sword. I take it.
You do, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my sword. And I'm gonna stab this one
Okay.
next to me.
Go right ahead.
Maybe I should have stabbed one of the other ones, but that's okay. Okay, one moment. Where's the attack? I'm not used to actually having to attack things. There it is. Just do that one, right?
Oof.
No, I'm gonna hold on. Wait, that's. Yeah, I'm gonna use my 1 hero point on that one.
Okay. Nice. That is a hit.
And I have that centipede poison still on it.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately,
Yep.
these things are not affected by centipede poison.
Oh.
Perhaps unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that-
I
So
didn't figure they'd have centipedes down here. So.
no, it was a good and like the whole plan. It's a solid plan. It's just that you did not have all the information. Albrecht, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, I still have one more action, right?
Oh, do you? Okay. If you want, yeah. What do you want to do for the? last
I was thinking about just moving away from this death that's coming towards me.
one? Sure.
I'm gonna. I don't know where.
It's pretty.
where's-
Yeah, it's pretty cramped in here.
pretty
Unfortunately.
cramped. They're not gonna get attacks of opportunity, right? That's a specialized thing.
Maybe. Yeah. Only certain creatures generally get it, and whether these ones are one of those creatures is really only a lesson you can learn one way.
All right. Well, in that case, going to. Damn it! I want to get behind Albrecht or somebody. All right.
Because you know I am so much tougher.
Yeah, exactly.
At least I have armor.
All right. Let's see if I can get over. Well, presumably these things aren't that picky. I'm gonna see if I can just get over here, if possible.
Okay. Yep. So you are pushing past those guys. All right.
Yeah.
Then Albrecht. Sorry, your turn. What are you doing?
I guess the 2 right beside me,
Yep.
to the right here. I will try to do another electric arc cantrip. Maybe?
Sure. Yep,
I don't
go
really
ahead.
have all that much offensive stuff to do.
Okay.
So I'll do that on them.
Yeah, go right ahead. Okay, wait, they got to save. Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Both
I roll that high?
failed. So yeah, and both of them die in their beds.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay. You still have one more action though.
Yeah. I will draw my sword.
Okay, done. Valeria, you're up next. What are you doing?
She's going to mimic the Albrecht and also do an electric arc.
Nice.
She's going to try and get rid of the other two that are
That are injured? You got it. Okay, let me make saves for them. Fail. So that is, another.
And then she's going to reach in to her pocket with the last action and draw out a rod of some sort.
Okay. Next up is the gremlins. All right, so we got one that is bleeding right now, and oh no, that's one's injured, not bleeding. All the bleeding ones are dead. So we've got one that's near Juan Juliano. He's going to try and he gets this nasty-looking little rusty stiletto, and he tries to stab you with it. A 17 versus AC. Is that hit?
One.
Brandon, I think you're muted.
Sorry. My EC is 17. So.
Okay. You only take 1 point of damage, though.
All right, I'll take that.
And
Okay.
Well, plus save for tetanus.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Save for
exactly.
lockjaw. All right. So then he's going to follow up again because he's a little angry, little shit. That is -4. That's still a hit if it's 17. You take another 2 points of damage. He's just stabbing at you. And misses with the final one. Okay, then we got one on Albrecht. Or Angus, you swang at him, didn't you? No, you didn't yet. So yeah, Albrecht, I think you're the closest one. Whoosh, that's a 23. So I'm taking that as a hit.
That'll just hit.
1 point of damage, just barely. The second one misses, and then third misses as well too. So he's trying to get at you, but only one of them connects, and you only take 1 point of damage. All right. Then, however, the oncoming swarm. Let's let Tickleback go first. And I think that what happens is as this thing comes forward, Pimple Stab manages to get out. I made friends before the massive jaws of Tickleback just and crush Pimple Stab.
Oh.
And then, he tosses a... he's got a little brace of javelins on the back there. He tosses one at Albrecht, misses. And then he'll toss then he'll get another one ready. So that's it for him. And then these little shits will come... 1, 2... And they're going to be able to move in. And they're climbing on the walls as they're doing this, too. This is kind of like the... when what's his name, Hudson looks underneath the floor in Aliens, only you've got little foul-mouthed blue gremlins instead.
Far less intimidating than the xenomorph.
Yeah, very definitely. Yeah. Okay. Then next up is Angus. What are you doing?
All right, so I've got this one next to me.
Yep.
Right. So I'm gonna swing at him. I've got both hands on the bastard sword, so it's doing the. That's a 15.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you cleave through that sucker.
And then I'm gonna step and get next to this one
Okay.
and do another attack.
Okay.
That is
Boom,
an
big
18
hit.
this time.
Yeah. Whew, another one gone.
Nice.
All right.
All
Then it is Juan Juliano.
All right. I'm going to probably I'm gonna do a little flamenco-esque gesture and conjure out my little stiletto magic missiles.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit. I don't know, Albrecht. These guys are doing pretty well, but I'm gonna try to shoot this target. This one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use all my 3 actions. Will do this one, that one, and I think I'm gonna throw a third one at
Grapples?
Grapples,
or
yeah.
tickleback?
I'm gonna throw it out grapples.
Okay. Tickleback is the giant tick, incidentally.
Yeah, I know. Boy.
Yeah, okay.
He's a
So-
tick. Oh, ugh.
Oh.
It's even grosser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
I think I've had more Ews in this session than any game I've run this year. It's great.
Yeah, and odds too because of the.
All right. I don't know if I have this written down properly with Magic Missile, but I'm gonna try it. So
See.
that's. I think it's just one thing I did there, right?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah. So that's.
So yeah, you can roll each of them. So one, okay, the one that was injured is dead.
Okay. I'm gonna do the other one.
Not a huge amount on that one, but the
No,
still
and then this one's for grapples or whatever his name is.
Grabbles.
Grapples.
Grabbles
God
takes
damn
2.
it.
Okay. So he's taking a little bit of damage. All right. Then it is Albrecht's turn.
Yeah, okay. Shoot. I don't know if this could work. Well, okay, never mind. I will stabby stab one of the ones right in front of me.
Okay, go right ahead.
It occurs to me, however, that my character sheet does not have a melee weapon
Oh.
on it.
Hold on.
So
No problem. This will take 2 seconds to add in. So let's see.
All right.
Where are
and I guess it's still poison from Valeria's.
What weapon do you have?
Like I'm imagining like a regular sword, like a rapier thing.
Okay. Let's see what a rapier does. Okay. Where are we? Here we go. Okay. Rapier does 1d6. Now, I can't remember if you're actually trained in this or not yet, but I'm going to say you are just for now. And we'll figure out whether that is incorrect or not. 1d6 damage, sword, and then the traits are... Okay, let's see if this works. That worked. Okay. These character sheets are amazing. Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right.
Burn the point.
Okay.
Yeah. I might try that again.
Okay, go right ahead.
Ow.
That is going in the wrong direction. That is not a crit failure, though, so there's that. So you make your attack roll, and that's your first one. You still have 2 more actions. Second attack would be -4 for that, because it's finesse.
Right. Oh, right.
-5 agile is what's -4.
Oh, right.
Finesse
Yeah.
allows you to use your dex mod.
Okay.
So it's a -4 or minus? It's -5.
-5, yeah.
Oof. I have an idea. I don't know, because based on the description of the spell, it may not be able to do this. Command has a set number of things it says in the description that it can do.
Okay.
So approach you, run away, release what it's holding, drop prone, or stand in place. So it does not specifically say that I can command something to attack something else. So
because it's a single word. I think
okay.
command is only a single word. That's the limitation on it. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on, I might be wrong. You shout a command that's hard to ignore. You can command the target to approach you, run away, release what it's holding, drop prone, or stand in place. Can't delay or take any reactions. The effect depends on the will save.
So I couldn't order the tick to eat the gremlin on top of it.
You could. Yeah, that's I think too
complex.
Yeah, and I mean he's on a saddle there too, so that's not because it's only a single thing. It might try for one round to buck him, and that's kind of it. But I mean,
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to try and do that.
It doesn't really. I don't really think that would. Ah, crap.
I mean, it delays Tickleback from getting into you, I guess, for one round. But
You know what? Actually, what I could do, I might, and this might be a good idea for me anyway. I'm gonna cast Shield
nice. Okay.
on myself.
Okay. So that is up, and unless you've got one other action, maybe we'll move to Valeria.
I think that'll be it. I can't do anything
Okay.
else.
Valeria, what are you doing?
She does not like the look of that tick, so she is going to cast True Strike
Okay.
on herself, and then she's going to burn a focus point and cast Call of the Grave on the tick.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Because no. Why is that a 3? That shouldn't be a 3. Oh, that doesn't add any of my bonuses to that.
Well, I mean, a 3 is not going to help you anyway, so go ahead and make your other attack.
Okay.
Well, you get to roll twice anyway with True Strike.
Well, yeah, no, but it didn't have any of my bonuses in there, so I don't know what...
That's fine. Just roll the dice. Like a 3 is not going to hit anyway.
Okay.
So it's like whatever's added to that. Unless you're adding like a 20, it's not going to.
There we go.
Okay. Let me see here.
But
I don't
that is
think
weird.
that's.
Yeah, but it's not adding my.
Oh, then
my
if it's a
spell attack.
17, then yes, that will be a hit.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
weird.
So it's sick and 2 slowed. Comes sick and. Oh, so it gets a fort save.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see here.
That is weird. Why it's not adding my spellcasting modifier to that.
Did you tick it?
Yeah. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, it's adding.
Okay. Let me save here. Yeah, 28. So it actually makes a crit success on the save.
Okay, so it comes sick and 2 and no. Oh wait a minute. What does it do?
Hold on. Why is there a fort save and an attack roll? It's usually spells don't have both. It's one or
Yeah.
the other in PF2. Is that entered correctly?
It was beforehand. Let me just look it up.
Sure.
All of the Grave. Okay. So it is you fire sickening ray, making a spell attack roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, there shouldn't be a saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. It shouldn't be. It's not even ticked to allow a saving throw.
Okay, so then yeah, it's sickened then. Sickened 1. Okay. All right, then that is it for Valeria, I think. That means it is the tick's turn, or the gremlin's turn. So the gremlin is going to try and get you, Albrecht. One's going to try and get you, Angus. So against Albrecht. Let's see here. That is an 11. I don't think that's a hit. And his follow-up attack is also a miss. Albrecht, you're missed twice. Angus does 14, I think, doesn't hit you. Neither does a 12. So you guys are attacked, but you're keeping these things at bay. Juan Juliano. Let's see if we got your name on it. That's a 19, so that is a hit with the first one.
Yep.
You take 2 points of damage, and then it follows up with another hit, and you take 5 points of damage from that one.
So 7 total.
Okay, and then Tickleback. So Sicken just gives what, -1 to all rolls, right?
I believe so.
Second. Yeah, penalty to all DCs. Okay, so he surges forward. As he's doing so, I want to make 2 attacks with grabbles. That is a 20. So Albrecht, you're hit once, and then miss a second time. Albrecht, you take 2 points of damage.
And that's with the +1 I have to my AC because of the shield?
Yeah, because I rolled a 23.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, again, that only just barely hits, so, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, what you can do is you can impose your shield as a reaction.
Oh, the hardness. Where is that? That is, yes. You can use a shield block action.
It's
Okay,
5
so-
hardness at level 1.
Right. So then, does that... Oh, so it'll just increase the AC by 5.
Yeah, well,
No,
it reduces
5
the
damage
damage.
Oh,
reduction.
okay.
It sucks up the hit, but your shield's gone then, but it prevents you from taking that damage.
I mean, how much damage are we talking about here?
What I rolled 2?
Yeah, I'll just take the...
Take the 2 points? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then, Tickleback gets to make his attack. One sec here.
Oh, maybe I should. That's fine. We'll see what. This is why. We'll see what Tickleback does.
Okay. So he's going to try and, with the gore of Pimple Stab still on his massive jaws,
Oh.
he's going to try and bite Albrecht, I think. So, Albrecht, that is a 28 to hit.
Jesus. Okay.
Is that a
Steal
crit?
Steal time.
What?
Is that 10 over your AC?
Actually, yeah. Even with the shield, because with the shield, it's AC 17 right now.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you might want to interpose on this one then.
But that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
The shield. We will definitely be raising the shield and.
All
and
right.
going
So it's 24 points of damage on a crit.
Oh.
So
shit.
it's 19 you take from with your shield broken.
Well, then I'm out.
He's a
Okay.
0.
So this thing grabs you, and Albrecht is down. So what that means is you are now. Let me move you to just before.
How does death work in Pathfinder 2?
Yeah, he's currently
We're
at
about to find
dying
out.
1, but he's got hero points left, so he can on his turn just stabilize automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, Angus, you've seen this happen. This enormous thing just came in and chomped on your classmate. What are you doing? This music seems oddly off place now.
I kind of like it though.
So what I'm thinking, it makes more sense to do my first attack on the big guy because that has the best chance of hitting.
Yep.
So what I could do is move up to where Albrecht was, basically,
Yep.
and stand over him
Yep.
and attack the big guy.
Definitely.
All right. Attack on the righty monster. That's at 23 for...
Whoa.
Oh.
Boom. Big hit.
Take that tick.
And 13 slashing. Let me put a bar on here just so you can track how big, because this thing is, Tickleback is no joke. Boom. So this is just the damage for Tickleback, not for Grabbles.
Yep.
And it's two-handed damage is what we're rolling?
Two-handed damage,
So, okay,
yes,
so
14.
Okay.
And then I
Boom.
am...
It's the first one. It
Going... I've got
slams
one more
against the
action,
side,
so I'm going to...
cracks its carapace, and it... Your turn. Yeah.
I'm going to do another attack because I got a lot of hero points to burn.
Hell yeah.
That is only a 14.
14 is not going to hit.
Well, then I'm going to use a hero point to
I
try.
think that's an excellent plan. 25,
That's
21 is a hit. Pretty good.
Very good.
Boom. All right. Big hit on it. Wow.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Then it is Juan Juliano.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step back, I think.
Okay.
Well, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm gonna take a step back behind my over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use. I guess I'm gonna use my remaining magic missile to cast 2 because I used 1 action, so I can only do 2.
Okay.
So I'll target this guy, and I'll target grapples on top of.
Yep. Go ahead.
Of the guy. So, all right.
You can have them go on the same target, right? If you want to. You don't have to.
I know. I want that guy dead, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
That'll be for this
Yep,
guy.
for him, he does die.
He just died.
Rah.
Okay. And then I'll go. This will be for grapples.
Grabbles. Okay, so Grabbles, he's not taking an awful lot of damage just yet. All right, Valeria, you're up next.
She likes what Juan Juliano did, and she starts tapping her staff on the floor, and 3 times a little black bolt of force flies up, and all 3 fly at the giant tick.
Nice.
She's like, die, you beast.
Good. Let's see what happens. Boom. So that's 7, 8, 9 damage. Okay. Pierces into its side. Bits of goo kind of come out from within. It writhes around. Albrecht, you can spend a hero point to stabilize if you like.
I think I have to blow all of them, right?
So they changed the rules as written. Were errated almost immediately.
Oh.
And I can't remember. And I'm also confusing it with Starfinder recovery rules because I've had to deal with those recently.
I mean, I'm certainly.
What do you guys? Do you guys remember that? Is it all of them, or is it?
I think rules as written, it was originally all of them, and then got errated. But I will look it up right now.
Yeah, let's say. You know what? Let's say it's all of them for now, and you're stabilized. That's fine.
I mean, I'm happy. Yeah, that's. I was assuming that would. Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that for now. Yeah, and then.
And I've got 1 hit point. Yeah.
It's still all of them.
Oh, and you don't recover the hit point anymore. That was the thing they changed. Is that you're at 0.
But I'm not dying.
But you're not dying. Yeah. You got dying. You got the dying 1 condition. No, you got the wounded 1 condition, and you're not dying.
Oh, okay.
Because there's what wounded is that like if you get back up, if you get healed and you come up, you've got wounded 1. If you go back down, that wounded 1 translates into another dying condition, so you then start at dying 2. So
okay, so better to be stabilized and okay.
Yeah, because
cool.
so the way that they do the death spiral in this is that imagine like basically it's prorated failures of your death save that you would make in 5e.
Okay.
So like because to avoid that kind of like I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down that you get in 5e. So then it is their turn again. So we've got.
So I found the rule. It does say if you spend all remaining hero points.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. So then we've got 2. One of these things is going to run over to you, Valeria. One of them's going to try and gang up on Angus. So Valeria, we got 2 attacks on you. There's no way that one hits.
I hope so.
And a nat 20.
I'm gonna murder this thing.
Begin.
All right, so you take. Oh, wrong dice. You take 11. No, 9 points of damage. And then that's it for him. The one on you, Angus. That 17 AC.
17 hits.
Hits. Okay, you take 1 point of damage, and then a second one misses, and then see, we got Grabbles. Grabbles is just gonna try and stab you with his that fork of his. Fork you! He fork and missed. Fork and missed a second time. That's it. This thing's forking useless! And he tosses it aside. And then it's, oof. Time for old Tickleback. So Tickleback's jaws snap out at you. 30?
30 is a crit.
What are you sending against us?
Hey. Let's see.
He wants to end the year with a bang.
Yeah, really. 18 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still up.
Nice. Well, that was his first
one hit
attack. Second attack.
Second attack. Jesus.
You guys got potions. Use them.
Oh, I forgot about the potions.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry. All right, that is 14 points of damage. So grabs you, Angus, tears at you. You get free, and then it snaps out at you a second time, and you fall. That is it for that, though. I'll let it skitter forward a bit more.
Oh god.
Great.
I wish there was a way to like slightly slow down the music, because like slightly off tempo, you know, too slow stuff is totally appropriate for this scene.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. This has got a very Benny Hill Comedy of Errors feel to it right now.
All right. So Juan Juliano, what are you doing?
All right. Well, I'm out of actual first level spells. Let's see.
You have a familiar you can draw 1 spell from.
I think I already used. No, I know. Oh, that's right. How much? How does? Okay, if I were to take my potion, how does that?
An action to get to retrieve the thing, and an action to use it.
Okay. And so, do I have to? What about using my familiar to get a spell
One
slot?
action. One action.
One
to drain
action to
it.
do that. Shit. So are Angus? They're unconscious, right? And Angus and Albrecht.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for
They're both
Pete's sake.
unconscious. Could I, if I were to use my one action to get my, to get my other spell slot from my familiar, could I use, could I cast Burning Hands so as not to hit both of them? Since it's just like, I just pictured as a straight arc over.
Did you say this guy's on the ceiling? Or
No, we came in on it, but I'm trying to think. Like, it's a cone, so
It's a cone, yeah.
yeah,
So I'd have to step over them to do it.
yeah. So it'd be you don't have enough actions this turn. Shoot.
Well, no, I do. I just wouldn't be able to. I could do this step and cast. I could do it.
But wait,
Is
is
it only
Burning
one
Hands?
action?
Burning Hands is how many components? Isn't it 2 actions to cast?
Oh shit, you might be right. What is it? Did I get the? It's somatic and verbal. You're right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
maybe try to get one of the 2 up while you have a chance.
You could along those lines, you could feed one of us a healing potion.
That's what I was thinking. That
Yeah.
might be the best thing to do. All right. All right. So I'm gonna retrieve my healing potion
Yep.
and feed it to. Doesn't Albrecht have some sort of healing abilities?
I do. It hasn't worked well when I tried it on Angus before.
And Angus, I can tell you, hits harder right now because of the
Yep.
magic weapon.
And I've
All
got
right.
battle medicine.
All right. I'll.
I mean, the thing is, both of us will get a chance, our turn before the creatures go.
And
So
he's got a
yeah.
healing potion too, anyway. That's
yeah, we
right.
can.
Okay.
You get one of us up, and then the other
All
one
right.
can get the other one up.
Or maybe, yeah. Or. Well, if we're
Yeah,
doing it that
if you
way,
get Albrecht up, then Albrecht can get me up, and then
that's
I
what I'm
can hit.
thinking.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I'll retrieve my healing potion and then get Albrecht up.
Okay.
Let's see if-
So the healing potion is what, 1d?
Oh, I have,
What's a lesser
I have
elixir?
I have 2 things. I have a lesser potion of healing and I have a lesser elixir of life. But I'll use the lesser elixir of life since that's gonna.
Okay.
Restores 3 hit points and the.
Oh
bonus-
no, it's a D6. It just rolled
Oh, it's a
3 in the
D6?
description.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't write that. Oh, shit.
That's what you need.
All right, Albrecht, you have 1 hit point now.
I mean, I'll
Alright.
take it.
Okay.
All right, and can I use my remaining action to get my other spell slot back?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Okay.
what I'll do.
Then Valeria, what are you doing?
Valeria is feeling the pressure, but the thing's right in her face, and she's just mad now. So she drains the bonded item to get her 1 spell back,
Okay.
and they line themselves up so nice. So for another one of these,
Okay.
Trim?
But hold on, is that your focus?
No, the Call of the Grave is my focus.
Call of the Grave is your focus one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got saving throws. All right. So then the
I
first
always
one.
roll low on this one. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah. Okay. So one of them fails and takes some damage.
Fail.
Tickleback succeeds. He
So half damage
grapples, fails, and he fails. Okay, so everyone takes a little bit of damage from that.
Okay.
Okay, and they got persistent 1. That's 2 actions, right?
That's 3.
Oh,
I
and you
returned,
drained,
so, yeah.
Okay, so Albrecht, what are you doing?
I will give Angus I'll take out a what's it called, a healing potion, and force feed it to him.
Okay.
I need the item, however, to do that, I believe.
I think so. If it's the one that Valeria gave you, it's
roll.
1d6.
Yeah, 1d6. Okay,
Nice.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have 1
And
more
then,
action. You want to stand?
One more action. Let me see here. I could do battlefield medicine on myself, maybe.
Let's see here. Battle medicine.
Because I can't stand up and move away, and it would cause an attack of opportunity anyway. So I think my biggest problem right now is that I'm only at 1 hit point.
If these things, remember, ubiquitous attacks of opportunity are not a thing in PF2.
Yeah.
Only certain things.
right.
Yeah.
So
And
I assume the little ones don't have it because I didn't get hit when I tried to cast it.
I didn't have. They didn't do it to me either.
Okay.
Am I technically in melee with Tickleback?
Yeah, yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, and if you want to use battle medicine, you just make a medicine check.
Right, and I'd still be like prone and on the ground though.
You would be, yeah.
Crap. But I can't both get up and move.
No.
but maybe I should just stand up because.
Hold on, maybe.
Go for
Because
the
even
hit
if
point.
but battlefield medicine can only give me like a maximum of like 2 or 3 hit points anyway,
No,
and which
it's
could be.
2d8. You get 2d8 back if you make a check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay, because I figured if I'm prone, then I'm gonna lose it all anyway on the next round. But okay, we'll do. You know what? We'll do that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Medicine check. Oh no.
No.
Well,
Wait, you gotta hear. Oh,
not a
you
critical fail. at
you have no
least,
hero
so-
points because you got up. Shit.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Angus.
It's fine.
What are you doing?
So I'm gonna stand up, retrieve my sword,
Yep.
and I'm gonna just before I actually roll. If I hit, can I re-roll damage with a hero point, or is it just
No,
re-roll a full
Just
attack?
skill rolls.
Okay, that's good to know. Swinging at the big monster.
Go.
Oh, that's not good enough to hit, I don't think, is it?
It is not. No.
All right, well then I'm rolling again with my last hero point.
Here you go. Oh! Whiff. Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna die.
Now
To a
Tickle. Tickleback's turn. All right, I'm gonna leave it to you to choose which dice I'm rolling here. Am I rolling Perilous Purple, Bastardous Blue,
Don't put this on
or
us.
Grievous
Don't do that.
Green?
No.
I was always impressed with the bastardous pun, so let's do that one.
Okay. All right, Bastardous Blue. Here we go. That is a 23 versus Angus.
That's a hit,
It's a hit. Okay,
but
let's
it's
see.
not a crit.
It's not a crit. How about 15 points of damage?
15 points of damage is me back down.
Okay. So then it snaps and goes after Albrecht.
I'd like to thank you all. It's been a great campaign.
An 18 AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
11 points of damage from Tickleback.
Great. I'm down again.
Okay. Tickleback takes 1 point of bleed as well. That's it for Tickleback. And then, so we got one on Valeria.
Well, this is gonna be
It's
fun.
a hit. Valeria, you take 4 points of damage.
It's better than a 9.
It misses in the second attack, and that's all it's going to do. And then there's this one goes scrambling over now that Angus and Albert are down. To Juan Juliano. That's for sure a hit. You take 5 points of damage, Juan Juliano. And Jeepers, he hits again. Another 4 points of damage from the second one. He's stabbing, just going to town with that little rusty stiletto.
I'm not doing too hot either. What's left?
Nope.
Okay, and then it is. Let's see here. Oh, Grabbles has to go still. I'm
Shit.
gonna roll randomly. Valeria is evens. No. Okay, so then. Okay. That means it's Juan Juliano.
You've got the higher AC.
Another one. 5 damage on Juan Juliano.
I'm down.
Okay. And then the
Oh.
last one is against Valeria. That's a miss. Okay, end of turn. So, I'm just going to move him because it seems like everyone other than Valeria is now immediately before the gremlins. Valeria, what are you doing?
Troll stew all over again.
And it's she has an opportunity to contemplate that all of this is happening because of her.
What?
Oh, because she
Oh.
did the spell.
I don't carry any guilt about that. So
But
she-
maybe you should.
Yeah.
she's throwing caution to the wind, and she's gonna dart right over between Angus and Albrecht,
Yep.
kneel down, and start to patch up their wounds as quickly as she can with battle medicine.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh boy.
So it's
Angus first.
okay.
I'm gonna spend a hero point.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, then I'm gonna try for Albrecht.
Do you have the
And-
ward medic?
No, I'm using different.
Two separate actions.
Oh, 2 separate actions.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use another hero point on that one.
No. You need your. Oh.
Oh, there you go.
I've done
Okay.
it. So Albrecht,
You gain 2d8 back.
there you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I think we're gonna be playing Ring Around the Dead. Ring Around the Dead.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna. Yeah. I think
Albrecht,
this might
your
be
turn. What are you
good.
doing?
If you have any good spells, blast that guy if you can.
Oh my God! I don't
I got
have.
a burning
Or-
hands.
You could try battle medicine on me first.
I could try. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
because you could try to get me back up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could do battlefield medicine on Angus.
I have the burning hands ready if you need me. If that would be useful. if you think it might be.
That would be that might
Yeah,
be good
if
too.
you fail on Angus,
Yeah.
you can get one.
Okay. So I'll do Angus because you got a lot of damage he could do potentially.
Oh,
Yes!
Yes! 2d8.
Okay. Okay. 2d8. There you go, buddy.
Nice.
We're gonna turn this thing around.
Try to get one now.
I still have a lesser potion of healing too. That restores a fair number.
And
of hit
Angus still
points.
has a potion as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could try to also battlefield medicine Juan
Yeah.
as a second action. So actually, no. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then also now battlefield medicine on Juan.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice!
All right,
2d8.
good. Finally. How much is that?
Oh.
3.
Three.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it had to, one of them. had to go
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I'll-
Okay.
Okay.
So I think everyone except for Valeria has benefited from battlefield medicine today. So,
I was saving that for myself.
all
I
right.
mean, this is literally our last chance. No hero points,
Yep.
guys.
So
That's
then,
it.
Juan Juliano, what are you doing? So
Oh,
here's what you
God
could do.
damn it.
You could, in theory, spend an
No.
action to crawl 5 feet forward and then unleash your burning hands.
I was thinking about doing. Yeah, I
Okay.
was
Yep.
exactly thinking about that. All right, I'm gonna just crawl. This is gonna look
Awesome.
really cool if it works and kills them.
So go ahead and click on burning hands.
Does it kill? Is it gonna attack both the grapples and the dude?
I would say, yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's just do that.
How merciful.
All right, come on. Oh God!
Oh shit.
They may critically fail.
They did not. So
Oh God!
both are caught in the flame, but unfortunately, it's not a lot of damage.
That would have looked so cool.
It really would have. Do you? Yeah, and you got no hero points left, unfortunately.
No, I don't.
All
Ah,
right. Okay. So they're
I
caught.
should have taken that potion.
Okay. Angus, you're up next.
Kill this thing, please. Please.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing as last time, unless anybody has any better suggestions. Stand up, grab sword, swing.
Yep.
That's all you can
Okay.
do.
Yep. Stand
There you
up, grab sword, and
Come on.
swing.
Please. At least kill this stupid.
Ah.
No!
Oh.
God!
Okay.
Ah.
Tickleback's turn.
No!
How much
Okay, well,
damage it would have done too.
All right. I think it's most angry at Juan Juliano because he
Oh my.
exploded him.
I
in
did put it
flame.
on fire last, yeah.
So a 29.
That'll be a crit too.
Okay, so you're back down after you take 19 points of damage.
Okay, do I need to track the negative?
No, don't worry about it.
No.
Not unless
Okay.
it's hugely negative. It's twice your max.
Okay.
Don't even check the negative. We know where this is going.
Yeah.
Twice your max.
yeah.
Twice your max means you're dead automatically.
Yes.
You're hit as well, Albrecht, taking 14 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down to.
And it's not having any mechanical effect, but you can tell that it's drinking your blood as well.
Lovely.
Oh,
And then, as its last action, it's actually going to, let's see here, it's going to move. Do you have an attack of opportunity, Angus?
no.
Okay.
I'm a thief in this version, not a fighter.
Oh, okay, got it. So it goes back, and then he's going to throw, I think, at Angus. That does hit a 22.
22 is a hit.
22 hit. You take 2 points of damage. And 16?
16 is a hit.
Is that cap? 5 points of damage. That second one is a better shot. All right, then those little shits behind you. One did not like. So one's going to be going after Valeria, and then one is going to go after Angus. Okay, so Valeria, Miss. The first one. 13, I take it, doesn't hit you.
No.
No, okay. So that's a miss. How about a 22?
Yes, but it's not a crit.
2 points of damage. And then Angus. I am so sorry. But why don't you give me an attack for that nat 1 I rolled?
That's the big goblin.
Is that your roll? 17?
17.
17.
Yes.
17 is a hit. 9 is enough. Wah! So on the backswing, you kill him, and we finally killed my token tracker. So, all right. So then that is it for them. Valeria, you're up first. What are you doing?
Is the tick completely out of the order, or?
Is the tick which? He's going down 20.
Oh, he disappeared from my turn order.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm not that useful. Don't worry about me. that burning hands is gone.
The Valeria is gonna walk over here, and she's gonna electric arc the tick and the guy on him.
Okay, go ahead. Nice. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, good roll. So first 4 grabbers. Nat 1. He is... And his eyes explode out of his head. And then for Tickleback rolled a 19 plus his save, so he's... What, yours is an 18?
Yeah, he needs a 28 to critically succeed.
Yeah, he's critically succeeds. I roll a 30 in total.
Oh, crap!
So, however... yeah, you've killed his master. Is that it for you?
That was 3 actions, yes.
Okay, so Albrecht. Now, oh boy, I think we need a recovery check from you because you're currently at dying 2.
Great. So where is that on the?
I think it's just a flat roll. I'm just turning to it right now. Once again, that music.
I do not want to die to this music. I might as well die I feel
Play
like,
it
you know.
at my funeral. Oh, here we go. Recovery checks.
We are wizards. Why are we down here?
DC.
No.
So it's a flat check with a DC equal to 10 plus your current dying value. Go right ahead.
So just a flat D20?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Nice!
You made it. Nice.
Okay, success. Your dying value is reduced by 1. You're now dying 1.
Great.
Okay? So that means when you hit dying 0, you stabilize.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So, and then Juan Juliano, you gotta dance to this date, or date to this dance.
So I'm sorry.
You're only dying 1, though, aren't you? You've only gone down
I just fell unconscious. I mean, I don't know. That'd be dying 1.
No, he's been down once, came up and down again.
This time, okay, you're dying 2, so it's DC 12. Just roll D20. You want to roll 12 or higher.
Hold on. Come on. Okay.
Nice.
Good.
So you're now dying 1.
Okay.
Pretty good. Oh, Angus, what are you doing?
The fleas left, and do you have 2 True Strike left?
There is
I do have True Strike left.
There's
so...
one more gremlin left next to you as well.
I mean...
Yeah, but...
Tick.
You gotta go for the tick.
Hey, let's not disrespect.
That
That gremlin currently has more hit points than you do.
Yeah.
If the
But I'm gonna
master's
let
gone,
that
you
be
just fuck
Valeria's
up.
problem.
You can kill the mite and then True Strike and run after. No, you can't.
No, that's too many.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast True Strike so that I get 2 attack rolls.
Yep. Advantage on your attack. Go ahead.
And then I'm going to roll once. Is 17 enough?
What?
Nope.
17 is not
Close.
enough.
Not enough. Close, but not enough.
Okay, so then second attack roll.
That is enough.
26.
Oh,
For
man.
26
And
damage.
holy shit. So what does it look like as... This thing is probably losing its mind now that its master's gone. What does it look like as it dies?
Just bring this huge kind of overhead swing right into kind of like the center of its face, basically, and leave the sword there, blazing with energy, and
Awesome.
let out a feral scream that's supposed to be more like a roar, but after everything we've been through, it's the best we'll get.
Yeah. Great. Okay, you guys can dispatch this last one however you want. I'm not really concerned about you rolling.
I will electrocute it to death. Just
That sounds yeah.
force
So
lightning.
you Sparrow look over at this thing, and it kind of like and it's completely scorched to death.
And Valeria's gonna sigh and then pop out the last 2 lesser elixirs of life she has and pour them down the other two's throat.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so each of you recovers 1d6.
1 for Albrecht and 4 for Juliet Juan.
Nice. And one, you're not at a negative score. You would just be starting at 0 and recovering up. Okay.
I rolled for you 1.
Oh, you rolled? Okay. So
Yeah, 1 though. So
1. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so then, guys, here's what we need to do.
I'll tell you what we need to do. We need the GTFO.
So actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to end with you guys in this cavern here, so I can calculate experience, and then we will see what you guys do next time. Look how beaten up you guys are. That's amazing.
Survive that.
Oh.
Holy smokes.
I'm actually surprised. I expected Valeria and I might just run away at some point.
I was seriously contemplating that.
Then I died. It was like, oh.
All right.
But
let's
no,
see.
I had to.
Valeria saved us, honestly. After getting us in this mess in the first place.
Well, actually, whose decision
I mean-
was it to come this way instead of the other way?
They're sleeping, so we didn't wake them up. We could have.
I think the problem
It was
is when they're
sound logic.
sleeping to not like coordinate an attack on them. That was
That was the problem, yeah.
The-
If we could have,
yeah,
because if
the
Angus could have
misplay.
taken a stab at one of them, and then you did that, and then like it would have been probably.
I was assuming we were gonna slit some throats, but okay.
Yeah.
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 I blame
Yeah.
Roll20. That's who I blame.
Roll,
I, for
roll
one,
20
blame the
was
DM.
definitely not.
I mean,
helpful.
technically, we could blame Albrecht's family. We wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't
I was
for them.
I was just about to roll over and
This is all my
death throw and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but I couldn't defeat your family."
We'll go after them next.
Yeah.
You guys owe me a lot of gold for those potions.
I think it would have been very poetic had Albrecht been the only one who died.
Yeah.
Then we all came up with him like, yeah, he did his job.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm.
Wow.
let's see here.
Wow.
I used all my advanced alchemy potions for the day. Those are gone, so they're renewable though, so I can make some more tomorrow.
That's good.
Okay. Want to hear some good news, guys?
Level up.
No.
Look at his face. Please.
You do, however, gain 280 XP for
Wow.
today. 'Cause those
Oh,
were some
that's-
serious. Those were not. You're
So
really
we're at 320 then, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 320. That's what I got.
pretty good. Well done, guys. That's a impressive pulling the success out of failure there. After plunging success into failure, I suppose. But all right, let's end our gremlin music, and we'll commence with the outro. Where am I here?
Hope everybody at home enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you that we didn't all die.
Next time. All right, so for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for episode 7. Jeez. Of our ongoing Glantri campaign. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. I can tell you that we likely screwed up the healing rules or the death rules in this, but I was not interested in stopping to look them up. I will do that between now and the next session. In addition, if you want to reach me, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can also shoot me an email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. And you can also follow a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. That is where we have channels dedicated to all the games we play on the channel, including this game. We also have, let's see here, channel set for finding a game for people if you want to find someone to play with. General discussion of assorted games. We have channels dedicated to. There's a very cool play-by-post Mutants and Masterminds game that Arlen is running on the channel, which has been a lot of fun to follow along. So yeah, if you want to talk to any of the players or myself, you can also find us on the Dungeon Musings Discord. In addition, there is also a link in the description of the video to something called Heroes Save Villages. Heroes Save Villages is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. And from now until noon on January 1st, 2020, we are running another raffle. And the grand prize for our raffle is a copy of Beetle and Grimm's incredible Platinum Edition Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus box. This thing is, at retail, is $500 US. They donated it for the purpose of our this raffle. But it is amazing. It's got the entire adventure in there, broken up into handy little booklets. It has a ton of extra content as well. It has a DM screen. It has handouts. It has coins. It has miniatures. It has this massive infernal war machine. It has a stuffed flump. It has maps. It's just an incredible, incredible product. Really, really cool. And you can enter to win that for a donation of $25 Canadian and for each ticket. Which works out to about $18 American. Every ticket you get gives you a chance to win the grand prize, or as secondary prizes, I have donated a core rulebook for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a 2nd Edition Bestiary for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and I've donated a copy of the character operations manual for Starfinder. So if you don't win the grand prize, you still can win one of those other very cool prizes. And because Beetle and Grimm were so generous with their donation, I'm going to pay for your shipping if you win the grand prize or any of the other prizes as well. To get tickets to that, you just follow the link through, and you can find the raffle tickets on there. And I'll be doing the draw live on January 1st, 2020, that evening, to see who wins. And we're going to make a random encounter table, and we're going to make random rolls and see who wins it. So the charity that benefits from all donations is the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, which is active in over 130 countries, providing direct benefits for over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. So every donation that you make helps them help those kids out as well. So you get a chance to win some really great gaming stuff, and you get a chance to help out some kids who could use some help. So, but last but not least here, guys, I want to thank my put-upon students, the brave players in our campaign. So, Brandon, Arlen, John, and Andrew, thank you so much for getting up early and joining me back in Glantri, guys. I am so impressed with how well you handled that fight.
Yeah.
I was almost gone. Just
It was a nail biter, yeah. Jeez. All right.
I'm going to leave you.
So, for those who are listening at home, again, thank you so much for joining us for this session. Until we see you again next time, happy gaming.